Hey, Scott. Hey, Missouri Redneck. Welcome up. What's up, Zach? What's up, Zoom? Welcome to the game, my friend. Yes, sir. Great American experience happens once again. I'll tell you, got the garden tilled up again today, and I even busted a hoe. Broke that bitch right off at the handle. But we got a bunch of it rode up. I'll get the rest of it finished up tomorrow, and I'll take a video. Oh wow! But I tell you what, that soil is looking so good. When it's even moist, it's almost chocolate black. When it dries out, it's almost an ash. It looks like an ash. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like we're gonna have a good garden this year. Mm. Get it rode up. Do a few loads of wood chips and plant her up. Man, rock on. Mm. So how's it all going today? So you went back to setting and skirting mobile homes today? Oh wow, that pays pretty good, don't it? Yeah, mobile homes do not stay in place in twisters. Right. I don't know. They got around here. They make you anchor them down pretty good. You have to be anchored. They have to be tied to the ground. It's really quite interesting. So, hell, let me put up this link here. Grab a link. Come on up. I bet she's filling them up. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people looking for places to live, rent kind of thing. So, yeah, I guess she is. Oh, that sucks. So a bunch of people got messed up, in that twister. Oh man, hope everybody's okay. Damn. Yeah, no shit, man. Sorry. Yeah, just been busting ass all day, one way or another. But yeah, Allendale. Oh wow. Oh no shit, redneck. Right. Oh, it hit a week ago. Oh, okay. But yeah, just by yourself there, redneck. Oh, okay, cool. Grab a link. Come on up. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Wild Bill. That's correct. I've been telling you that for quite some time. Yep. And that's because American Firsters will have the super majorities in the Senate and the House. Oh, okay. I was just trying to encourage you. Hey, Ghost, come on up, buddy. Come on up, Bill. Talk to us. Yeah. And then shortly thereafter, all this stuff's going to come out, and the courts will decide the election in 2020. Oh, yeah. That's coming too. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Like you, I busted my ass today too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got everything in my house all out on my front lawn.
She didn't kick you out again, did she?
No, no. Got all the furniture out there. No, we got carpet cleaning people coming tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So I had to move stuff out.
Oh, wow. And you guys sit in your front yard?
I got a tarp over it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, dude, I'd be like, where you would take off with your shit,
No, I set it all down on a tarp and then I folded it like a big ass taco.
right?
Yeah, it's not supposed to rain, so I think it'll be okay. Besides that, a whole lot of other heavy lifting and shit I had to do today.
That would be me, my Huckleberry. You guys smooze me, baby. Come on, I'm ready.
Huckleberry. No, I know. It looked like I was having a yard sale. It did look like that till I covered it all.
Right?
I'm watching all these cars going by, people slowing down, gawking at it like, "Oh, are they having a yard sale?"
Right.
Nah, I'm gonna paint too. I think I need to dig through my paint and see if I got a paint color that'll match.
Right.
Nothing like living in a clean, nice environment. Yeah, I watched Mike Lindell, a little bit of him,
Right.
uh, some, and watched Roger Stone. Roger Stone actually came to Utah, and he had a few choice words to say about Romney
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
about his dad, George Romney, back in 1964 when he stabbed Goldwater or somebody in the back. I don't remember what it was he said, but he was a backstabber, just like uh, just like Mitt is. His dad
Yep.
was the same way. Yep. And
Opportunist. Only there for the money.
well, he really was really far left. He was further left than a lot of Democrats are. I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just Republican for convenience sake,
Right.
but he doesn't even live here. He doesn't even live in my state. Never has. He lives in Massachusetts.
That's what I thought. Yeah. No, I thought you had to live in the state.
Apparently not. Orrin Hatch was from Pittsburgh. He was from Pittsburgh, PA. A lot of people didn't like him because he wasn't really a native to here.
Right.
I mean,
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
yeah, and he started up a law firm here. The guy that I used to do a lot of painting for was actually in partnership with Orrin Hatch.
Oh, wow.
They were in a law partnership, real estate attorneys.
Of course.
Yep.
The most crooked of them all. I'm telling you.
Hmm.
Fucking real estate attorneys.
Well, we do have a lot of carpetbaggers here. That's a true story, but New Mexico and Arizona's got their share too. Same with thing with Idaho. Idaho's like one of the most corrupt states there is.
Because it's the hoe.
Idaho, Idaho.
No, I'm not the hoe. It's the hoe.
Yeah, Idaho's all pay to play.
oh, no, not. All right. Let me try and open up another window. Gotta see what he made.
Dude, I've been seeing so many East Coast plates, driver, license plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially today.
Oh, rock on. That looks good. That looks really
Driving
good.
around, driving around trying to get through this road construction that's all started up. And the big Mormon temple, that's got scaffolding all over the entire temple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got major reconstruction going on there. And then they opened up a time capsule right on top where the angel macaroni, the gold angel macaroni.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he was that gold statue was on top of a round granite ball, and they had to cut open the granite ball, and they found old books and manuscripts and stuff like that. It was like a time capsule, and
Oh,
it had
wow.
all been damaged by the water. They filled the inside of it with concrete. They found some old coins, a lot of kind of interesting stuff, but nothing really like treasure, at least.
Oh, really? Time
Yeah,
period, time capsule stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and it went all the way from the 1800s when they built that temple. That temple was built in the 1800s. It's all made out of solid granite.
Wow. That's what Shadow Man made.
What do you make?
That image that's on the screen for Dear Butch channel. It's kind of like a placard.
Oh, that's cool. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Oh man. I didn't take a video today. So, but
So that was what Roger Stone was talking about.
oh yeah.
He was
What?
talking about. No, he was saying they're going to do the 25th Amendment right after the election. He's predicting it, and he says it's. I'm very sure I'd be willing to bet money on it that they're going to do the 25th Amendment on him, and then uh, right after that they're going to impeach Kamala, and they were going to make. They said that they were going to make Trump Speaker of the House. That was said about 3 months ago. They're going to make him the Speaker, and then after Kamala gets impeached, he steps right back into office. See
All
how
right.
that works? Huh?
Wow. Holy shit.
He said that's what if people aren't thinking of it on those terms, they really should be because that's the way it should work to get Trump back in there.
Oh, well.
You make Kamala take over as president for a minute, and then She gets impeached. She gets impeached right after Biden is removed under the 25th Amendment, and you put and Trump steps right back into office because the next in line is the speaker. Right?
Yeah.
After the vice president, the next in line is the speaker, and Trump becomes president again. This is what
There you go.
Stone was saying. If it really should be that way, it could be that way. We can make it happen.
Right.
Because what Kamala needs to be impeached for dereliction of office. She needs to be impeached for dereliction of office because she is supposed to be the border czar, and right now we have a completely open border for neglecting her duties.
Right.
Cackles, camel toe, whatever you want to call her, whatever it is. I think she's more
Whatever
of an
it is, right?
she's more of an it than a who.
Right. Yeah, I cannot. No, yeah, Kamala. She's Canadian, dude. She's not even. Yeah, her parents
So,
were not citizens when she was born, and she was not born on American soil.
well, either way, she will be removed or
Right.
should be. She should be removed either way. She should have been removed in past tense, but it hasn't
Right.
happened yet. I can't stand
Right.
it. I can't stand to see her horse teeth when she laughs. I mean, she's got as bad a horse teeth as freaking Donkey Kong Cortez.
Right. Right. What's up, battery?
Just chilling in the shed. Oops. Oh, well, yeah.
Well, I got to leave now because battery's here.
No, you ain't gotta leave.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to give battery a hard time.
well, I'm used to it.
I know you are.
Oh man, we got the garden tilled up again today.
I have a tough Monday.
We got that guy to come over with his tractor and till it up, and we've already got a third of it rode up, and we'll finish that up tomorrow. And then probably set up the trellises, get those done, and then
What is that? A weapon?
Bus bar. This is the negative bus bar.
It could be a weapon.
oh yeah, knock somebody out. That's a big ass bus bar.
It's 5/16. So I got to change all the connectors to 5/16. And I got this cable here,
Holy
8
shit!
gauge, to connect the battery.
You only need 2-aught cable, dude.
That's 8 gauge.
Yeah, 2 gauge.
This is an 8 gauge cable. It's the only thing that'll fit the power strip. The biggest that'll fit the power strip.
Oh, okay.
It'll go in these two holes.
Oh my gosh. It's starting to cloud up.
It's capable of 100 amps.
But yeah, if they, I know after this, I already know that after this election, there ain't going to be nothing left of the Democrat Party in the Senate or the House to make a difference on anything.
Well, The Roger Stone was talking about the three main states, and not about 20 some odd states. They're fixing their that that are already under, I guess, orders to fix their elections. That they are
Right.
banning the use of electronic voting machines that
Good
people
night, Redneck.
cannot
Sorry. Go ahead. You
that
got to fix
people
their.
could.
Sorry.
Hey, Missouri.
Go ahead. I was just. They got to fix their election under orders.
Yeah, Missouri.
They have to allow the machines and the software to be inspected by other sources, which they did not allow before. So that is all going to change, but it's only in those three states. It was Georgia and Arizona and one other one I can't remember. Maybe Nevada. I don't know.
You say Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia. He did mention Georgia and Arizona and maybe Nevada. I don't remember. But I agree. I mean, I agree with Roger Stone. It's horrible what happened to the guy because he was part of the Nixon administration, and the guy's a Christian. He's got all these people attacking him. Trying to tell him, "Nah, you're not a Christian." Blah blah blah.
80 yesterday, freeze warning tonight. Wow.
Rain, Roger Stone.
Roger Stone, yes.
Yeah, yeah. No, he knows where all the bodies are buried.
He knows a lot of stuff.
Yes, he does.
But I think he's also been threatened in many, many different ways.
Oh yeah, he's been poisoned. He was railroaded with that trial bullshit. They want to put him under, dude.
Yeah, illegal detention against
Right.
him, and he's still trying to get funds for his defense fund. He's still trying to raise money for his defense fund because they're still suing the shit out of him. All kinds of people are suing him. They're legally harassing him.
Maybe Elon Musk can retake over PayPal. Used to be his, the major stockholder.
Well, I'm glad Elon Musk is trying to do something, but I don't know if anything will change with him in there. I don't know. I think a lot of lefties are panicking because they think he's right wing, and there's a lot of things that tell me that he's not really that much of. He's not. He's kind of more centrist. He's not extremely right wing. He just believes in free speech.
Which they used to. Back in the 60s, they were screaming free speech. Now, only if it's theirs.
Oh, they're whining and complaining. They're scared to death that Trump's going to get back on there and have a voice.
He's already said he has no plans of getting back on Twitter.
Let alone the rest of us. They got shadow banned and left Twitter a long time ago. The only people that are on there are lefties and wishful Republicans.
Well, I still go on there to, tell the liberals what I think about them.
The only reason I Dude, the only reason I even went on there was because of Trump. Other than that, I would never have gone on Twitter.
Right.
I think it was 2015 when I found out Trump was going to run and I signed up for Twitter. And I've been off of it for, no, pretty much ever since Trump left. I've been off of it. They shadow banned me
Yeah.
big time.
There's my buddy Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to talk to Joe Biggs on there on Twitter.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
I
You had a
did.
pretty big following too, didn't you?
I had uh 3,300 followers, something like that.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, it was over 3,000 followers, but but the way I got that many followers is by following a lot of people too. It's kind of tit for tat, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you're somebody famous, uh, people aren't going to follow you unless you follow them first. Most people are just there for their own self-grandizement, you know.
Oh, the news is here that went out.
Thank you, Shadow Man, for posting that.
I didn't know who that was. I guess it's good.
What's that?
They needed the water heater.
Yeah, canoes. Needs a water heater.
It didn't say canoes on it the last time I saw that. I wasn't sure who it was.
It's always been the same. Battery. You
Yeah,
worry
but
me, man. You
it
get
didn't.
drunk, you just don't even know.
It
Even for
didn't say help canoes on it. It had a different name.
oh, now he has the one for the show too.
Yeah.
So
It was the Turtle Man.
it was the turtle man.
I like
With
turtles.
oh man, dude, lay down, lay down. Oh boy, lay down. Oh my gosh. So where did battery go? Oh, but anyway, um,
Right now, I kind of wish I had some undismantled pallets to use.
for what?
I could have been putting things on there before I covered it,
Oh, right, 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 right.
you know, so it's not like going to kill my grass and stuff.
Ah, it's only you're gonna be moving it back in tomorrow.
Yep. I just, it just kind of looks like it's clouding up and it's kind of scaring me.
Oh, geez.
But there's no rain in the forecast, but you know, the weatherman can be wrong and usually is.
Yeah, he usually is. That's a fact. Yes, sir. And it usually is, like you said. Mm. Fire in the bowl. Hell yeah. So, um, shit, man. Man, I'm feeling that shoulder from growing that damn garden. But it'll be fine. We'll get through it. There's battery.
All right.
Would you lose connection or something?
No, I clicked the link.
Oh, you clicked the link. Yeah. Oh, so you're working on the shed again today, huh?
Well, not exactly. I'm just hanging out in here, seeing what I trying to get some ideas.
Oh yeah. Like a roof?
Yeah, I need a roof.
Yeah,
Maybe I should start a GoFundMe for a roof.
right.
My shed needs a roof.
I think they should have a GoFundMe instead of fund with a D on the end. GoFundMe.
How does the Mo River run? What do
for
you? I don't
people
know.
for people looking for fun.
Right. Right.
GoFundMe.
Well, Huckleberry asked, "How does the Mo River run?" And I'm like, "Huh?
South?
Yeah, it runs south. Yeah, yeah. The Merrimack don't. It runs northeast.
The Clackamas River runs north. First it goes west and then it goes north.
But then it has to go west again.
Well, it flows into the Willamette, which also flows north.
And then it winds up in the Pacific.
Right. Well, on the way there, it meets the Columbia.
Right, which goes to the Pacific.
Yeah.
So everything on the western side of the Continental Divide flows into the Pacific.
Or Los Angeles.
And everything on the east side of the Continental Divide winds up in the Atlantic or the Gulf of Mexico.
No, the Gulf. All of it goes in the Gulf.
The
Everything from
Colorado River.
Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Which actually
goes to LA.
connects to the Atlantic.
Well, yeah, okay. So does the Pacific. If it's south of the Argentine.
All right. So the Continental Divide doesn't exist, is what you're saying?
Oh, it does.
Oh, yeah, it does.
No, Wizard says it all connects to the Pacific. So
It does. South of Argentina.
you don't believe in the Continental Divide, or you do? I don't know.
What do you mean? Yeah. What?
Everything on the east side goes east and south.
But Wizard said it goes in the Gulf. It goes south.
It does. It all goes
Yeah.
south. None of it flows over to the Atlantic Ocean. All of it goes south
No,
into the Gulf
he's
of
right
Mexico.
there. They
I
have
know.
mountain range up there too.
Yeah, the mountain ranges are all up and down. It's called Catskills, and Appalachian
The Blue Ridge.
Trails on it. The Appalachian Mountains. Yep.
And the Blue Ridge.
Well, and then the Smokies. Yeah.
I was up in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
So we were talking about back in 1910, Battery, that there was a politician in Louisiana that drafted a bill to put hippopotami in the Mississippi River. Did you hear about that?
No.
And it was overruled by one vote,
Oh,
or
good.
it barely almost happened. It almost happened, and they were running some kind of bullshit campaign out there trying to talk about, oh yeah, hippopotamus bacon, and it's wonderful, and showing pictures of a family sitting down to eat with a hippo on their freaking table. And they said nobody will go hungry in America if we get hippopotamus in the Mississippi, and they almost did it. It almost happened. And Pablo Escobar actually did it in Colombia. Introduced three, let's see, no, four hippopotamus in Colombia on his property, and they have a number now of over 90 hippopotamus living in Colombia. That's how fast they bred. There was
90.
one male. He had one male and three females. Pablo Escobar.
And now there's 90.
90, and they're a scourge. They can't get rid of them. Might be
90,
more.
is that like 90,000 or
No,
something?
no. There's 90 wild hippopotamus. Hanging out in Colombia along waterways.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
You think they could kill 90 of them?
Well, they don't know where they all are. They dive. They go completely underwater. They don't know where they all are.
Right.
There might be more. They said the last count they had, which was like 2008, was 90. That's how many they had counted. They think there's more.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason they wanted it, food was one reason they wanted to put hippopotamus in the Mississippi. Food was one reason, but there was another reason, and that was because of introduced aquatic plants, some kind of a lily or something. I can't remember what it was that somebody had introduced back in the late 1800s from Asia, and they said it was affecting the shipping in the Mississippi. So they said one way that we can maybe these hippopotamus will eat them.
That'd be a problem with navigation.
What's that? Yeah, they would, yeah. That's the stupidity. Yep. And the bastards, they would be everywhere. You wouldn't be able to get, and they'll one snap on your head and it's freaking pops like a balloon. I mean, they can run 30 miles an hour.
They'll mix the greyhound and go faster.
It seems like a lot of fretting over something that never happened.
Huh?
I don't know. To me, it seems like a lot of fretting over something that never happened, but it's interesting.
No, it never happened because it was overturned by one vote. It almost happened, and I just thought it was a fascinating read to read about that because I never heard this. They were going to introduce hippos to the Mississippi.
Well, the vote for independence came down to one vote. One guy that was voting against independence didn't make it to the vote. He stopped to help a pig in distress. Missed the vote.
Oh. Well, they actually thought that some of the people thought that hippos would be beneficial to the Mississippi River.
Well, somebody thought starlings would be beneficial. Don't introduce foreign animals to a new ecosystem. It's just not smart.
It's not smart. It's already happened all over in Florida, though.
They got goats in Australia and rabbits.
Yeah.
They pretty much got goats and rabbits all over the world. Larry.
Yeah, because you got it. Well, they weren't there in Australia until somebody introduced them. Now they're a pest.
Don't forget all the mice and stuff that
Yeah.
that were brought over too. Mice never even existed in Australia until they colonized it.
They didn't have goats. They didn't have rabbits. They didn't have mice or rats. They didn't have prickly pear cactus. Now all of them are a problem.
Huh, that's interesting.
Well, so should we reintroduce snakes to Ireland?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay,
The species they had probably don't exist anymore.
you was
I
hippo
think
triggered now. He says, I'm hippo triggered now.
And the Japanese in Hawaii, they keep buying birds from Japan, and they make a wish or something, or a prayer or something, and they release it in Hawaii, and they're pushing out the native species.
that sounds about right. It's like the kudzu all over the South. That's from Japan.
What the heck is that?
Kudzu? Oh,
Yeah,
it's a horrific vine that goes up telephone poles and all over telephone wires and gets in people's houses and everything. It's a vine.
right back, guys.
Oh, wow. It's just
Yeah.
completely invasive and covering everything or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's called kudzu. Yeah, you go down the south and you see
Okay.
all that viney stuff
Right.
like in Tennessee and stuff and stuff and stuff.
Right. Wow. And stuff and stuff.
Just like these damn Siberian elm trees we've got here. They're not really a tree, they're just an overgrown giant weed that don't belong here, and they're prolific, and they'll pop up in the cracks of a sidewalk or something, and they just they just grow like, man, they get huge.
There,
Oh, wow.
my wife called. I'll be right back.
Because they're from Siberia, but they love our climate. They grow better here than they do in Siberia
They start pumping stuff.
and stuff.
Right. Well, yeah, there's a lot of things like that all over the world, actually.
Well,
Kind of weird.
I'm just talking about, things they brought from other countries and introduced. You
Right.
know, like probably back east, people like brook trout. Here, they're actually an invasive species that eat the fish eggs of other indigenous fish.
Oh, wow.
They're trying to get rid of the brook trout. And the places where there's brook trout, where they're trying to get rid of them, they won't let us go fishing there.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah, must be liberals.
Yeah.
They got to be Democrats or something. Far left.
Right. Someplace in America you can't go fishing. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, Ragged Coin, how you doing? Welcome in. We gotta go over this again, Ragged. You like your pies, we like our pies. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay that you like those pies. They're probably not bad pies, but we like our pies too. And yeah, pine trees
Pine.
brought from the UK. Really?
No. No, we have pines here. We have a pine here that's thousands of years old called the bristlecone pine. And that was not brought from the UK because they get over 1,000 years old. And then pinyon pines are native to here too.
Well, I had leftover fried spaghetti. That was good.
But yeah, uh, so so some pines were brought over, like the Austrian pine. They were brought over from Austria,
And it says, yes, they did so.
and I reckon Scotch pine probably didn't come from here.
No, Scotch
So,
pine's what he's talking about.
so Shadow Man might have a point there. And our one of our native trees here is the blue spruce. Some people call it the Colorado blue spruce, but spruce are indigenous to here too.
Yeah.
We have lots of
Oh,
them here.
and so is fire in the bowl.
Fire and the Bull is indigenous to here.
Yes, it is. Love it. And it's been all over the world now.
Uh,
It grows all over the world now.
oh yeah,
Well,
I
I mean,
think
we could always say it started here, you know.
I actually think it already grew all over the world. They just stupid asses tried to eradicate it.
Yep. It's a major component in the anointing oils.
Possibly, yeah.
No, that's it. That's it. It was a
Well,
major component in the anointing oil. Was
there's a lot
uh,
of anointing oils other than that.
well, the holy anointing oil. Yeah.
Is olive oil?
There's a whole recipe of it. And cinnamon, cannabis oil, myrrh. They have frankincense in it too.
And black seed oil, which is not cannabis.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember all of it, but yeah, there's like 7 different ingredients, and in a huge proportion. You'd have to
Well, they
kind
found
of run a calculator.
they found black seed oil in the tombs, in Egyptian tombs. It's not cannabis. Black seed oil. I don't know about cannabis oil. Probably did. Probably did. I mean, they used a lot of stuff.
We have English ivy here. It's also a pest.
Well, you know what? Battery, we've got freaking Oregon grape here, and it's a pest.
Or the roots from the Oregon grape are great for maintaining blood sugar.
Are they?
Yep.
Blazing the bomb. How come you
Well,
wish you didn't have Sketty?
sure.
Rock on. What? What prince? He's over here having a fit. He's like, I want to go outside and play with the rest of the boys. What? You won't mess up in my garden? Yes, you're gonna go mess in my garden.
Field day.
The Queen makes money from everything.
Aw, yes, I know, brothers. Yes, yes.
I'm sure she has. I'm sure the royal family has a vested interest in the United States. Pretty quite a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
She owns all of Canada, so
Well, that too. She owns the United States too.
I'll be right back. I gotta put my school outside.
I wonder, is Freya pregnant yet? I want to know about that little squirrel.
Squirrel.
Say that around my dogs and they go nuts.
I wish Tanya was here.
I'm
She'd go
wondering.
ballistic.
I'm wondering how powerful is the Royal Navy now? Do they
Um,
have any notable ships?
They have the fastest ships.
Yeah, and they've got light aircraft carriers. A lot of them.
They make them out of aluminum.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how they can go so fast.
Huh.
They're in the Falklands in 2 days.
Mm.
But one Exocet missile sent the whole ship to the bottom.
I
All the
wonder how
crew.
many actual submarines the Royal Navy has. Actual, I mean, it's probably a lot more than what they tell the public.
So
And and I also hear rumors that the Queen has already died. Is that true?
she's the living dead.
Or either that, or they're building up for her death because they're building stuff for the big royal funeral right now. They're making a lot of it over in Ireland.
Holy cow, Carpenter.
I've been having trouble too, actually, with my internet. I've been having things crash on me and stuff a lot. We have Trident. The Queen lives. The Queen
Who has
lives.
Nemo's? Who has Nemo's submarine?
Yeah.
Charles, Prince Charles will be king. Ain't that something? So there'll be a funeral, then a coronation, I guess. When they have the funeral, they'll have the coronation afterwards. And they'll shuffle the royal house around.
Hell yeah, Shadow Man. Did you see that? Did you see what he was talking about there?
I don't have my glasses.
Oh, he's talking about this A super yacht submarine. Captain Nemo kind of shit.
Cool.
Like you were talking about. That's what I
Where,
was saying. That's what you were talking about.
who has the Nautilus?
Dude, I don't even think that was a real. I don't even think they made a model of it.
They did build an exploration sub that they got this big window, kind of like the Nautilus, that was built in the UK. The window was made out of acrylic.
Oh, wow,
And,
really?
and yeah, and it was a deep underwater sub so that they could see the surroundings. I don't know how deep it went, but I watched a thing about that and I thought it was kind of cool. Shows the guys, it was a bubble shaped window that went in the sub so that while people were navigating the sub, they could actually see what was around them.
Right. An
And
observation for it. Yeah.
it was like,
I looked at it. It's a concept. It's not a real one.
it was a
It's saying,
concept sub.
Yeah.
Oh,
But hey, we got civilians sending rockets into space. Why not?
right.
what about inner space? I mean, our ocean is hardly even explored, mostly by sonar and not much else.
Yeah, we know more about planetary systems far away that we can never reach than we do about our own ocean.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much stuff is at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, because I know that after World War II, uh, I actually talked to a World War II veteran that said they drove the equipment, and it happened after Vietnam too. They drove the equipment out in somewhere out in a very deep part of the ocean, probably the Mariana Trench, and they they just offloaded them right there in the ocean and let it all sink.
Yeah,
Jeeps, tanks,
Elon Musk is
all
African
kinds of
American.
heavy equipment. Huh?
Elon Musk is African American.
Yes, he is.
Oh, and that really ticks off the libs.
Right. yeah. Yeah.
You notice
Right.
that he he bears quite a resemblance to Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, you know what they're grabbing onto now? They're saying he was part of apartheid
Some
because he's
shit.
South
Yeah.
African.
Elon Musk looks like kind of like a little bit more of a robust version of Pee Wee Herman.
I don't know.
I don't see it.
Oh, I saw some pictures. He looks like Pee Wee Herman. I almost was gonna send some pictures. I think I did try to send one out, and it
Yeah.
didn't.
That would
I
be a
don't know
great
what he's up to. I know what he says he's up to, and it sounds like a good idea.
I can get a Tesla for $35,000. I saw one yesterday.
Well, you should
It's a Model S.
do it.
You know what? I don't know, Carpenter. I don't know. You know, not sure.
It's some places on Earth you can see the Milky Way.
Well, Carpenter, you make a good point there. I've always kind of wondered about that because the amount of radiation that's in the Van Allen belt.
Reagan, I want him to buy YouTube.
Because the amount of shielding that you would need to protect you from that massive amount of gamma and uh, gamma and neutron radiation. I don't know how a human could live through it.
All they got to no. There is shielding for that. It is doesn't. It's not that it's bad.
Oh, what's
Gold.
shielding?
Gold.
Okay, how thick?
It doesn't have to be all that thick.
Yes, it
I
does.
mean, no, it doesn't. It doesn't even have to be that thick.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Not
I've
necessarily.
worked 5 different nuclear power plants. I think I probably know. Gold is not a whole lot different than lead.
How thick do you say it would have to be then?
Gold.
No.
Well, the point is gold is actually denser than lead itself. It's heavier and it's denser.
Right.
So you got to look up the tables, but it would be very, very thick. It'd have to be very thick lead barrier to protect you from the amount of radiation in the Van Allen belt.
Let me ask
And
you this: do you know why that the do you know why the Ark of the Covenant was made of gold? It wasn't made of solid gold. It was made of
I don't,
wood covered in gold.
so it was gold plated, right?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
Wasn't really plated. So
Yeah, it was more like formed around wood or something. But yeah,
you
yeah,
can only plate metal.
So it was gold leafing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
that's probably much closer.
And it is theorized that that's where they found when they found the covenant, the Ark of the Covenant, or ones like it. That they were because there were other multiple ones like it, and that's where they're saying that they found the uranium, plutonium.
Or platoon's got an ad.
Oh, I don't
Get
know
on,
what it
Megan.
was made of.
Madame Curie, who's cited for the founding or finding and experimenting with that stuff. Her folks, her dad and her brother, uh, were on expeditions recovering the Ark,
Not all Teslas are good.
and it's said that potentially they recovered not the Ark of the Covenant, an Ark, and inside they
Who
both died.
says
They both died a couple years after opening the Ark.
who did? Madame Curie?
Madame Curie's dad and her brother, and she was left to pick up the pieces and did the experimentation. She also died.
Where can I find this information?
Uh, there were a couple references out of the University of England, or London. I'm saying, and there was references to it in some of the Egyptian stuff that actually around the time of World War II.
So what you're saying is I will never know for sure.
You have to do the research and look into it. Don't take my word for it. I didn't make this shit up myself. You know what I'm saying? But it does seem to be that the puzzle pieces are coming together, that's what's happening.
I don't think I'm
Uh,
going to do the research anytime soon, but
okay. Well, you look into the past of
Hey, Max.
Madame Curie, and that'll lead you to her father, and then that'll lead you to her brother.
see, I know who Madame Curie was. She's the one that, uh, well, she was like started the nuclear health physics program.
Correct.
So I know who she was, and the so-called Geiger counters, which we measured by Curies. We called it Curies. That we would measure radiation by Curies.
Right.
A lot of people got exposed to radiation and died from it, which is why I'm saying, there's a limit on how much the body can handle as far as radiation goes.
Right.
Before your blood before cells start to mutate and so on and so forth.
But even still, you're absolutely right. Even gold is not impervious to it, because even those who handled the ark weren't allowed to touch it. Number one, they had to wear those special garments. Number two, and the one guy that had the control vest, the jewel, it was a way to control it somehow.
So I don't know why they would wear gold on them when they're going through the Van Allen belt.
No, they coat the vessels with it.
You know how much gold weighs to have that much gold to try to, and why would you do it with gold when you could use lead? It wouldn't make much of a difference radiation wise. I mean, it almost gold and lead shielding work almost identical. That, in fact, my metal detector, you know, you can tell when something is gold in the ground, and it's heavier. Somebody tried to pull a prank on the Mormons over here and made a tablets made out of lead, and they said the gold weighs far more than these lead plates do. It's very dense. Gold is very dense, and you can't pick this tablets up, let alone supposed their narrative that somebody carried golden plates and ran with them and everything.
I'm just saying.
Right.
About shielding. My point is, they knew about shielding even then.
Well,
they won't let anybody see those full.
We were talking about how they got through the Van Allen belt, I thought.
Well, I'm just saying that would be one option. Gold, lead,
that would be one option. It would be one option. I did see, I think it was the Land Rover that used some kind of gold foil to make it look realistic.
Yeah, that's what that gold foil's all about.
It's basically Mylar, and it didn't have actual gold in it. It was just that it was type of reflective Mylar is all it was.
I don't know.
I think it was on the Lunar Rover.
Mylar is awesome.
Yeah.
A lot.
But it won't shield you from radiation, from gamma and neutron radiation. It won't. In fact, neutron radiation, you can't even shield it with lead or gold.
That's true. What was that? Muons? Is that what it is they're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Muons.
Neutron radiation. You cannot shield it. It's got a high rate of travel. You can't shield neutron. You can shield, you remember the neutron bomb? Okay, you can shield gamma, but you can't shield neutron.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yes. It goes right through stuff. It pierces it. It pierces it. And that is what's in the Van Allen belt, is neutron radiation and gamma. According to NASA's narrative, which I did learn about that, according to their narrative, that they claim that that the Van Allen belt has neutron and gamma radiation. Some of the most, and gamma, it takes quite a bit of lead actually to stop gamma. And at most, you probably will slow it down. And gamma can attach itself to particles, so you could contaminate a surface or whatever. If it's got even a slight, just a little bit of gamma on a speck of dust, it could be highly, highly radioactive, enough to kill you. And they went through the Van Allen belt. And I don't know what they used for shielding. I would think if it was lead, they didn't need an awful lot of fuel to get a lead capsule into space through the Van Allen belt. And it would be a very, very heavy capsule with, whether it was gold or lead, it doesn't matter. The shielding that's needed to get through the Van Allen belt would seem like, how would they have enough fuel to make it through because of the weight of the capsule?
Have they been there for some?
But, I'm just trying to be a critical thinker here, I am thinking critically. I'm not trying to. I am thinking critically. I, you know, I have, I know what NASA's been saying is that, Van Allen himself was talking about that very thing, that he didn't think that we'd actually get into space because of what we call now the Van Allen belt.
Right. So I don't know. It's fun to theorize and think about it, but I have no idea actually. Hey Zach.
Ever have a conversation on string theory?
Nah, that's okay. What's up, Zach? What's on your mind, buddy?
I got it.
Nothing.
Oh, Zach is here.
Fire in the bowl. Yeah.
I saw somebody yesterday take a pencil and turn it into a soldering iron.
Oh, really?
It was actually soldering with the lead.
Yeah.
Or the carbon in it.
Oh, you mean the pencil actually had lead in it?
No, it's carbon.
It's
right.
Carbon too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Graphite.
We call it lead. Well, apparently it's conductive.
It is
warms
conductive. And you can use it in a railgun. You can use pencils. Yes, you can.
I made a potato gun once. Well, wasn't really.
We made a railgun with shooting
not
pencils. We made a little micro railgun and we're shooting pencils.
That is what battery, with all your know-how and everything. I'd like to see you make a coil gun.
Well,
with all your battery and expertise and electronics expertise, I'd like to see you make a coil gun. I think you could do it. You could YouTube it and do it.
I think it could be done because you can use coils to make to transfer energy. So
Sure.
with a coil and a magnet, actually even a Tesla coil with a magnet, you can probably project something through the
They've
coil.
got little kids on YouTube making coil guns. They're only shooting like at balloons and stuff, they're not like really powerful or anything, but
I never really thought about it.
You could do it on a bigger scale.
On a stronger pulse. Oh yeah.
What's up, Zach?
Maybe Mr. Smouse could make one.
I bet he could.
Yeah, I know, Carpenter.
Smouse is probably smarter than the rest of us.
Everything we've been told has been a lie. You know what I'm saying? So by the media and stuff like that. So why not? I mean, what the hell? It's no skin off my back. Either way.
That's more like. I don't turn it down.
I stick with my tech support stuff.
You'll stick with your tech support stuff.
I'll stick with my tech support stuff.
I have a kit for Tesla coil. I haven't been able to try it. I just was going through stuff and I found my Tesla coil kit.
Oh, cool. So you need capacitance?
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah.
Fast release capacitance. Yes.
Yep. And so you just release it like the flux capacitor, and boom, Las Vegas, you took them out.
Well, you're going to need a sequencer. You're also going to need a sequencer so that you can
Right,
trigger
right.
capacitance in a sequence.
So they're in line, inline
So they
sequencer.
right.
Yep. And it's measured by joules. I know that part. How many joules that you build up in your capacitor, and then you get the capacitor up to full capacitance, and you've got some kind of a toggle switch or something, and you let her rip.
We have enough trouble down here on Earth without worrying about outer space, unless you're trying to get off the planet for safety.
I think it's ferrets, not joules.
I still can't buy a ray gun. I don't find any ray guns anywhere.
Where's my flying cars?
I'm going to flying
They promised
carpet.
us flying cars years ago.
I know. No, there was one called Molar. It was a company called Molar. They were making a flying car, and it had 4 microjet engines on it, and where tires would be.
Oh my
Kind of
gosh!
thing. And it was badass. Hell yeah! But you don't hear about that shit no more.
There was
I
a
heard
guy.
about a guy.
There was a guy that put a J rocket on a car.
Yep.
It was on. It was on Coast to Coast back in the day. He freaking hit the side of a mountain with it. It went airborne.
Yeah.
The whole car became a wing.
He was
Right?
on a straight. He was on a straight road, but the rocket lasted a little bit too long.
No, I saw the impact. I saw the impact aerial, the scorch marks on the side of the mountain where the guy hit it.
I had that long stretch was not long enough.
It was totally like Wile E. Coyote, man. It was in New Mexico.
The guy died?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say
it melted the tires off the car. It melted the tires off the car, and the whole car went airborne and went right into a cliff and exploded. Can you imagine that moment? Just aw shit moment. It's like, oh no. You're just like Wile E. Coyote. And same kind of scenario as Wile E. Coyote too. I mean, the same desert and everything. I saw it when I was driving a truck, and it had the place, the impact area where he hit, and you could see it driving. I don't remember what highway it was. It was going, I think it was going down past Roswell or somewhere.
Was it 666?
No, I don't think it was on the Devil's Highway.
I was on that briefly.
I think they call that 395 now.
I was on that briefly in the middle of the night listening to Coast to Coast.
Oh, shit. I've been on there, too, in the middle of the night.
I was like, no, this is freaky.
Yep. You're like, I don't know what's going to come after me.
Am I going to see a UFO?
You could.
I didn't pay attention.
Skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Those guys have told me about skinwalkers on that highway.
Well, I didn't see any. But I've never seen one, but I've heard something that I could not really figure out what it was. It sounded really creepy. Can't find a better word. But there's got to be a better word.
You go up by Skinwalker Ranch, the one that's up here in Duchesne, Utah, and you just park over there at night, and you will see shit moving around. You will.
Supposedly that's UFO stuff.
I don't know. It's called Skinwalker Ranch.
I know. I watched a lot of videos on it.
Well, whatever it is, you could see stuff moving out in the trees and all that. There's a bunch of it was a working ranch, and there's a lot of cedars and some other types of trees that whoever owned it planted. But you look out there in the groves and stuff, and you will see stuff moving around out there.
I believe the government has ownership of that right now.
I don't know.
He says it's not Skinwalker, it's Aaron on his Segway. You know, shit.
I'd love to see Aaron on a Segway.
What's up, Aaron?
So now you're saying Aaron is the Skinwalker.
Never mind. Yeah, no.
No,
Mr. Smouse. Go ahead, Mr. Smouse. Mr. Smouse has got something to say.
Bill, I had Highway 666 running through my town. Now it's named Highway 491.
Oh, is it 491? I couldn't remember.
Is there a Highway 420? I went to go.
Fire in the bull. Right.
I was driving down I-84 through the gorge, and I was watching the mile markers. I saw 419, 419.5, and then 420.5. They skipped 420. Gee, I wonder why.
I think somebody stole it.
Could be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that people steal those signs, so
Yeah.
they don't put them out anymore.
Now, Wizard, I think you need like a street sign that says Cannabis Street to put up there.
Hey, Aaron's in the house.
Oh no, we've got the whole place named Emerald City, so yeah.
Cannabis Street. How about Cannabis Grove?
Like that the name of the town.
That attracts the wrong kind of attention.
Cannabis Grove. Population out of this world.
Population 420.
Right. There we go. Right, they shut it down. Everyone's going too slow and giggling. That's funny shit. Come on up, Carpenter. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Carpenter.
You're missing internet, but you're on the internet.
Oh yeah, he says he's having internet issues.
Come on.
Come on.
All right, rock on. He said I'll try. Awesome.
Yeah. So, 2022 elections. Looks like Amendment 25.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's your bottom dollar. That's
I
gonna happen.
still don't think Republicans are going to win in Oregon.
Well, there won't be enough Democrats left to make a difference. Okay? If they make a law and it passes the House, and then it goes to the Senate and it passes the Senate, and then it goes in front of a president that is not going to sign it, it goes back to the House and the House passes it and it becomes law.
Look,
called a supermajority. And guess what? It can't be thwarted by a negative individual in the seat.
Roger Stone made a lot of sense. He said the Democrats are gonna use the 25th Amendment to get Biden out of there because if they don't, they have no chance of winning in 2024, and that's the way
They
they're.
need to do that, but then they would have Kamala.
What?
She's a puppet. She's anything. She's
If they
a
got
chameleon.
No,
That's what
she'll
it
if
get
they took him
impeached.
out the 25th Amendment, we would have Kamala Harris.
Kamala
And that's
Harris
what-
will be impeached for dereliction of office. That's what will happen to her.
Or it'll be judged that
We
she
would have to
cannot
have
sit
her
in the seat of power because she's not an American.
Yeah, but they've actually got all they need on her to get her out for dereliction of office.
That too. So I mean, yeah, okay,
All right, good.
right.
Trump doesn't
Okay.
want to go on Twitter.
And if that happens, what?
Well, Trump will be speaker. He'll be Speaker of the House. And when Trump is elected Speaker of the House, Kamala and Biden get out of there. Basically, he's going to be in Pelosi's position, and it'll be all over. It'll be all over.
Oh,
And then he will move right in, because with Kamala and Biden gone, Trump just goes right back to being president again. That's
We'll see.
what would
that would not be an elected. He wouldn't be elected president.
right now. If Biden and Kamala were removed right now, Pelosi would be president of the United States.
Right.
Yep.
So if he is Speaker of the House and Biden and Kamala are removed, he will become president of the United States again.
Yeah.
This is what Roger Stone is saying. This is not coming from my thinking. I like it. It's not coming from my thinking. I like the idea.
It wouldn't be elected either, so he could run again.
Exactly. Exactly. He could.
Yeah, that would work.
That would be slick as a whistle.
You'd have liberals blowing their brains out.
They're already
What little they have.
they're already talking about blowing their brains out because Elon Musk bought Twitter.
I've been telling you guys for about 6 months now. Trump will be back in February of 22. I mean, 23.
It's looking that way.
Wait a second.
Next, at the end of January, beginning of February, Trump will be back in the seat.
Okay, who is running in 2022? We're having our congressional election and our Senate, and when the positions are flipped, Trump will probably get elected as Speaker of the House.
But he would have to have
Think about it.
a position in the House.
No, not necessarily. Not
He doesn't have to run for president.
Really?
No, you don't necessarily have to be a sitting member in the House of Representatives.
That's right.
Sure.
Okay, I learned something today.
Never
It's
stop
the people's
learning.
house. It's the people's house. So rules for Robert's rules. Robert's rules is parliamentary law, and Congress and House go according. I was a senator and never mind. But anyway,
Wait a minute. Rules for rah-rah.
Robert's rules, right? Parliamentarian rules is called Robert's rules, and that's the rules that the Congress and the Senate go by in their operations as as a representative in the seat. Robert's rules is a very big part of the parliamentarian process. And yes,
I gotta go. See you. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay, battery. Have a good one.
I'll be listening in the chat, but I won't be on here. So, see you later, Zach.
All right, buddy. Dream well, Patriot. No, I was a rep. I was a delegate for Ron Paul as well in his 2012 campaign, and yeah, I paid the price for that. I was I was a captain. I wasn't the chair of our, but I was a team captain within the delegation, and I was elected to the district, state conventions as well as our local. And if we would have gone national, I would have gone there and representing Missouri for Ron Paul. Yes, sir. Um, so I understand some of this stuff. You know.
Hey, sorry, Wiz, to interrupt. Carpenter's asking for a StreamYard link.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm familiar with how this process goes and stuff like that. So I don't remember why I was talking about this, but what were we talking about? Because I'm stoned.
Well, we were talking about the Speaker of the House.
Oh yeah.
Without Kamala and Biden there, whoever Speaker of the House would become automatically president.
Correct. But yeah, oh, that's right. Because you don't necessarily have to be a seat holder in the House of Representatives to become the Speaker of the House. It is expected to be. There's certain protocol expectations for the seat, but Trump more than fits those.
Carpenter almost made it in.
I know. He just give it another shot. I'll put the link back up there again. I know he's going to try and sign in. But yeah, they could effectively do that.
See, Ragged thought all you did was eat pie.
Well, there's a lot of things Ragged don't know.
He didn't say he did all that other
just
stuff.
One of them. He lives on an island. It's a small world, after all. He used to live on the edge of an island, and now he's got a flat down in town.
I still think we need term limits.
We do have term limits.
We
do have term limits. Yeah. Every time they're voted in, they got 2 years. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, but they could get rubber stamped back in over and over again.
Only if they're doing a good job, number one. Number two,
well,
and as long as the votes ain't rigged.
Only if they do a good job. Well, you know about that.
No, if the people are happy with them, then they get voted in. Literally. If the vote's not rigged.
No, they got to schmooze just right.
No, they got to produce.
Well, in a real election, yeah.
In a real government, that much.
Right. But the way things have been, that has not been the case for a very long time, and you know that.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be that way even after the correction starts, because they're going to need to get in there and get rid of all this crap.
Because that's why I'm the mayor of Peckerwood Heights.
Well, they're gonna underline and put America back together, and we don't have to fix their fucking machines. Okay, their mechanisms of government. We only have to abandon them and reassume our de jure natural government for the United States of America that was abandoned in 1960. It was never reconvened and never shut down. They couldn't get a quorum to even shut it down. So that is the reason that government still exists and is sitting there. It's just idle and unoperated. And yes, this is real. I'm not making shit up. People have written books about that.
Well, keep talking about it.
Well,
Keep talking about it, because the more it's talked about, the more energy it gets.
well, there is such a thing, and oh man, come on, Carpenter! There's another link. Try it again. You almost did it. He came up in the background, and Aaron the Tires is trying, but there he is. It still ain't got his image though.
Yeah,
Can you
they're
hear it,
messing
Aaron?
with us. They're messing with Aaron, I'm sure.
I don't know, but yeah.
He's got the pinwheel of death going on.
Well, everything seems to be fine here, Carpenter. I haven't had any issues. Of course, I'm not connected up on. I'm connected up with a phone situation as well, so it's just a different kind of connection. But it's like as if it was a cell phone. Pretty
How's the
badass.
weather over there, Zachary? You getting
And
rain?
brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com. Yeah. Rock on, Aaron. Thank you. All right. Oh, okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
In the 70s now.
Oh yeah, same here. Yeah, same here. Have you had rain? You guys were having a drought there too, huh? Yeah. We've had quite a bit of rain the last few weeks. More than usual, but it's not enough to make up for the drought conditions. Have you been on Patriot Brothers lately? The Patriot Brothers channel? Yeah, back to the shielding about radiation there, Wiz.
Okay.
Is uh our containment building had 3 feet of concrete thick and lead lined in the inside, and I'm not sure how thick the lead was, but it was real thick. And you just go to get an X-ray, and they put that lead vest on you. Quite a bit of lead in there just for an X-ray. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Zach.
that's true. That's true. Go ahead, Zach.
Bill, I'm now the fight for patriotism. I had to dedicate the Patriot Brothers to Duke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, Carpenter, might want to try refreshing your network drivers on your computer. Is it desktop or is it a desktop computer?
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to bug out of here
Why?
because it's past my bedtime by an hour.
Okay. But yeah, no, the shielding stuff. I don't know. I think between mylar and gold, leafing, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, I don't think you really, you know,
No, thin
it
layer
could
of
be
gold
done.
is not a thin layer of gold is not enough shielding, believe me. It's just not. I mean, it will protect you, from beta and alpha maybe, but your dead layer of skin will protect you from alpha.
Well,
It's
yeah,
gamma is a different thing. Gamma needs quite a bit of shielding. So that's part of the reason why you wear a lead vest when you get your X-rays and stuff, so that you don't get exposure to your vital organs. Your
right.
extremities are not quite as critical as you know your vital organ area. So
Right,
in your
right.
head.
Well, that's part of the deal with the suits and stuff too. You know, the suits got to
Well,
provide
that
some of that.
the suits that I wore were just to protect me from contamination. They didn't do anything to protect me from radiation. Just
Well,
from
I was talking in context of the spacecraft.
oh, well, there's just
Okay,
not enough there. There's Mylar is just not going to protect you from gamma. Look it up. If you doubt,
I
if you
don't.
think I'm just pulling this out of my ass, look it up. I
No,
know.
I don't. I'm not saying I do. I don't know. That's why I'm talking about it. You
Yeah,
know.
there's quite a thick layer of lead on the inside of a containment building in a nuclear reactor. Quite a
Right.
bit of lead. Yeah, because of the molecular density is why they use lead. Which gold would be probably more efficient, just a lot more expensive.
Well, right, right. That was generally the consensus, right?
Yeah, I
But
just don't see it being practical to use gold in that case.
I'm just I was even history tells us that gold um, a shielding they used. You know what I'm saying? So it was valuable for that. One of those. That was one of the reasons it was valuable.
Well, in ancient history, gold was used because it was a very malleable metal. They made death masks out of it and all kinds of stuff.
And they also made the bread of life out of it.
I don't know.
Yes, even uh,
Jesus Christ is the bread of life, to my understanding.
well, yes, in that context, yes. Um, but that's the reason they value. That's why one of the reasons why, because it was able, according to the things that I've researched, they were able to burn it down. Now, this even happened in the Exodus from Egypt. They took a lot of the gold and they put them in the furnaces, and they brought out this white powder they made into bread, and they ate it. Remember the stories of Moses?
I don't remember reading that at all.
Wow. Well, it's out there. Um. Anyway, and then they became enlightened. It
Remember
was
that in the
all
Bible either.
that was all that's there. That's all right there. And um, there were God, I don't even know where to tell you to go find this stuff because I was just surfing and reading everything. Um, Anyway, but there's stories about that. I don't know if it's in the Bible or if it was a separate uh, text, but uh, there were accounts that they took a lot of the gold and they put it into the furnace. They actually found the furnaces that they did this in, and they burnt the gold and merged with what looked to be a white powder.
Well, I read where they melted down the gold that they brought out of Egypt and made a golden calf and worshipped it.
Correct, and that gold
That's
calf
all I.
was
That's all I
destroyed.
read. Huh?
And the golden calf was destroyed, and it was they burnt that gold and emerged a white powder, and they made a bread out of it and ate it.
I never saw that in the Bible. That's in the Bible?
There was, and I don't know if it's in the Bible. I'm telling you, but I know I read it. I've seen this information, and I just can't remember. But anyway, it was on the accounts of Moses and stuff like that. They actually found the place where the furnaces were, and it's it's got Egyptian style stuff all around it, and but they found the furnaces where this took place. They made the bread of life there, and that's what they call it. And it's, dude, I bet you could even find something on YouTube about it. But it's one of those historical documentation sets on there as well. But yeah, as raisins gold is valuable, not just those. Even in the Sumerian text, they talk about how gold was valued above all other things uh, for their need. And what they explained was that they needed it to protect their planet from the radiation of their sun or some. The shielding on their planet was not sufficient, and they needed the gold in order to save their world.
Well, I really apologize. I got to drop out of here now.
That's okay, dude. Rock on, man. I'm sorry, I just went a little deep on you, but I'm just saying I'm not just making this stuff up. I've actually done a lot of research.
Okay. God bless. Have a good night.
All right. Rock on.
Okay. Bye.
Dream well, Patriot. Rock on. What's up, Zach? He's like, don't even talk to me about some shit with the Sumerian whatever fucking tablets, and I don't. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. I hear you, bro, man. What's up? Aaron.
Well, hey,
Man, where's
family,
the
I'm going
news?
to hop down so I can get ready for a show with Jeremy.
Oh, okay, you're gonna suck too, huh? All right, buddy. You're still number one. All right, bro. Very well, Patriot. Take care. So, looks like it's going to be a short night. But you know what? It. You know what time it is, right? Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for pie. Just 1 second. Oh, wait a minute. It's right here. So, you're taking off. Stop feeling crappy. Leave that poor boy alone. Oh, Huckleberry. Everybody's leaving. Hey, Max, come up and talk to me. Ragged Coin, you should come up, man. Give it a shot. Come and talk to me. Hmm. It's time for pie. We still only got peach pie because I don't have a pie maiden. But one day, the Lord will see fit to bring me a pie maiden. Mm. Funny you say that, Ragged. I've already seen him, or at least a representation of it. Yes, sir. I've been dead twice. Oh, no. I need all this I can get. Mhm. Because once it gets up 90 degrees, 100 degrees, it comes off you like melts like butter, especially when your ass is out there in it every day. I have to worry about getting enough calories to maintain my schedule. Yeah. Hell, I'm about, well, 6'10" or 5'10" or 11. I used to be 11. I'm about 5'10", but I'm only about like 180 pounds. So it's okay. StreamYard link, my brother. Lord, let the work give it your go. There you go. Oh, hold on a second. Now it doesn't want to go to, there it is. Hold on. Yep, there it went. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. It appears that you're in. Unmute your mic and you should be good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're there.
Wow.
That's my brother.
See, I
God bless
lost my profile picture too.
Oh,
Yeah. I did an
um,
upgrade yesterday and it's all fucked up now. It's all,
oh wow. No shit.
you know, they said either you do it now or we're going to do it at like 6:07 on the 26th. So I was fucking around the house. So I thought, well, I'll just do shit. And I hit, and ever since I did that, it come back, you know how it does that. Well, I'm
Right.
monkeying around the house, went back to it. Now everything's messed up.
Oh wow. Right. Do all your cookie files or
Fuck, it's all gone. All my, I can't find any of my
favorites.
pictures. Yeah, none, all that's gone. I don't know where any of that shit is.
What?
Yeah, even my pictures are all gone. So I don't know if
Oh,
it
shit.
shot all my pictures, all my years of hunting pictures. It just shot them into a cloud somewhere, but they aren't on here.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not the only one that's been having trouble around here. I've been talking to people, and everybody around here is having lots of trouble.
Oh, wow.
Well, I thought it was like my internet connection because when I first moved into this place for like a year and a half, I was having all kinds of trouble. And then I went down and got a new, whatever you call that thing you plug in the wall, router,
Yeah.
and that fixed it. Well, now it's doing all that crap again. So I was going to call about a router that I started asking people, how's your, and everybody's internet's, it'll just kick me up and push me back, or my computer or my keyboard won't work or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, we were
Well,
talking about those Tesla cars.
yeah.
My niece has a J, the 2021 J car.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said it was like 360 to 400 mile radius you could drive.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And the most she can get out of it is 260 in perfect conditions. In the summer, in the heat, when you're using any kind of air conditioning, or it's really bad in the winter, then it's down to about 260. In the summer, in the heat,
Right.
in the summer in the heat, it can get down as low as 140.
Oh, no shit, because of the
Yeah,
air
the same in the
conditioner.
winter when you're running the heat and the air conditioning. And they explained it to her like, well, you know, you get your residual motor runs your compressor for your air conditioner. It just runs off of a belt, and that's what runs your air conditioner. And then
Right.
for your heater, it's the heat from the motor, and all the electricity, of course, runs off your alternator or whatever in your car. Well, this thing, whatever you do, doesn't matter what you do. You turn the air conditioner on, you turn the radio on, you do whatever you do, it's got to pull power out of that battery.
Correct.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
it's fucking. She said it's fucking worthless. I don't know. They
Oh,
paid
wow.
60-some thousand. She said it's fucking worthless. They can't go anywhere in it. You know, they can't trust the thing to go. In the winter, you can't run up the cities in it. In the summer, you can't drive it because your mileage is so low because of running, unless you want to drive around in a scalding hot car.
Right.
You know, so they've got a different car. And then they got this. Is all she spent $60-some thousand on a car to go to and from work. That's what I thought. I thought these fucking things are junk, you guys.
Yeah.
Until we get to that. Hey, I got another thing. I wrote this word down. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. What do you know about etheric electricity?
Oh, wow. Yes. Yes.
I've been
I
looking into that. That's isn't the way. No, I say I'm not very smart about
radiant.
this shit.
Another word is called radiant energy.
Right. Or like in
Vacuum.
my brain, I think of it like static electricity.
Correct.
Only,
It is. That's exactly what it is.
okay, that's what I thought.
Exactly
And
what it is.
there's really huge advances on that they say is going to be coming out.
Yes. Yes. That's what I was talking about. Trump was saying that this new energy that's coming out, and I bet you it's what they're going to call it 0 point energy.
Right. Yep.
And turn around, and that's what they're calling it now. The other thing about this is it'll replace all the batteries because they'll make the unit the size of the battery that you use for the device, and then you put it in there, and you never it's not a battery, it's
The one
just
I
an
seen,
access point for the power.
exactly. The one I seen was just like a little box on the back of a television. And
Right.
the guy didn't do nothing. You know, the only thing you really have to have hooked up to your television anymore is an electrical cord.
Yeah.
He didn't have to have
Right.
an electrical cord. He just went up, hung the fucker on the wall, pushed on, and it came on.
Yeah.
And they're saying
Right.
that the way this guy is saying, they have that for like refrigerators, for freezers, for cars.
Oh, wow.
Means your electric car. Like I was just giving you all the drawbacks on these piece of shit batteries, because that's where, seriously, I don't got nothing against solar. I don't have nothing against wind. It falls on its face in storage, and you live that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's
Exactly.
so hard to store enough to, like, you can't like keep your freezer going off of batteries. You can keep your refrigerator going off. You couldn't run an air conditioner. Hell, you can barely run a coffee pot and a microwave.
Well, I run a deep freeze and fridge. But I'm running. I'm not running a huge bank of batteries, but it generally will keep my system when full charged. It will keep my system alive for like 24 hours. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well, this thing, this whatever this guy was talking about, it just goes forever.
Right, right.
You
There's
don't
no
get
need for a solar panel collection and transfer. You just put the access point right on it. Tesla did it with a shoebox sized unit in a car. They
well
Pierce
the way
Arrow
this
made
guy was
cars.
talking, your fucking house fans, your lights,
Uh-huh.
literally everything you plug in your home will just have an on-off switch. You won't have wiring in your house anymore.
No, no need for it.
No,
No.
it'll be totally useless. But this guy claims the technology's there. It's already there and been perfected.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Wouldn't that be something? It's the same with electric heat. Even in furnace, you know how expensive electric heat is for a furnace. This thing just fucking runs. It don't cost you nothing. It costs you the price of purchasing the furnace originally.
Right. And
But
guess
to
who
run
owns
the
all these?
furnace you get no bill for it. It don't cost you nothing.
Right. There's nothing else to buy but the access point, the power
And
box.
he was explaining how the electricity is used through whatever device. I don't care what it is. And it's amazing how small a device it takes to run like a fucking warehouse or a milling shop.
Right. Maybe the size of your air conditioner for your house. That's all the bigger it needs to be.
Yeah, he was saying that ones like that'll run, ones the size of a air conditioner unit will run a industrial complex.
Yes, I know.
You're talking, or one or two of these little air conditioner size, like you got out your house, they'll run like gigantic, huge, plants. And you only pay the only cost you have is the original purchase price of the unit.
Yep,
I
that's
was
it.
amazed. I was listening to that guy. I was like, holy shit.
There's no moving parts. There's nothing to wear out.
Right.
There
And it
are.
takes the electricity. It uses it. Like you don't use it. You don't use it. You borrow it.
Yep.
You run it through your stuff. You run it through whatever you're doing, and it goes back into etheric
Correct.
electricity. And it's like you don't use it. It's like you're borrowing it. It's like you take it off the shelf and you put it back on the shelf when you're done.
Once you set up the access point, the coil, once you set it up, the more you use, the faster it draws in because it's also pumping out the other side.
That's what it said. He goes, there'll be a point where you'll just start your car and you'll be able to go forever. There'll be no stopping for gas or nothing like that.
No, there's no reason to ever stop for gas. There's no reason the car won't work.
It's the same with your air conditioner. You just let it fucking run. You just let her buck.
Yes, sir.
I was just amazed when I was listening to this guy talk. I was just like, holy crap. And this guy claims it's out there right now. It's in something about how he found it. I really, I'm not that smart about that shit. So
Sun Motors. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he said that how he found it was it's Tesla Tower. There was some building somewhere that's like on the top of a mountain.
Right here.
Yeah, that runs on the top of a mountain, and it runs this giant stars, looks astronomical, and it's a whole huge gigantic complex. And the base of this thing is like tons and hundreds of tons that pivots and follows the stars for the thing. And he's like, well, that's a shitload of energy to run that, all the telescopes, to run all the motors that turn this thing, that do everything there. It runs everything there. And he's thinking, what do you do? You're at the fucking top of a mountain here. What are we going to do? Just run an electrical cord up there? Well, here they have this thing off to the side. And he claims that thing off to the side is that energy thing.
There's one of them right there, buddy.
Right.
That thing is huge. That's like a 40-story building or some shit.
Right. Yeah, he's seen something like that. He's seen something like that. He said it looked like a water tower to him.
Right.
He said that's what he thought it was. That's what they claimed it was a water tower. Well, he's like, this ain't no fucking water tower up at the top of this mountain.
Right.
You know what? It's like going through, and then I heard that, like going through the Van Allen belt. This was another guy I was listening to. He said they tried to blow a hole in the Van Allen belt because they couldn't get anything to go through there. And apparently, when this thing explodes with these gigantic megaton bombs, when they explode, they'll explode cylindrical. When they're in the air like that, it's a cylindrical explosion. It means it goes out equally in every way.
Right.
So they thought when they shot it up there, this explosion would blow a hole in this thing. Well, what it did was it blew like a donut, and it went straight out. And they actually had a film of it or a video of it. This was way back years ago. They tried to do this, and it blows it sideways. So you can't even blow a hole through this Van Allen belt. And he's where I get that. He's where I got this thing where every time someone talks about space, oh, so we can get through the Van Allen belt, because this guy claims it's never happened.
Right. Right.
Yeah, this guy claims there's nothing can get through there. They can't get anything through there. It doesn't matter what it is. It kills all the electronics. It kills all the people. Kills whatever goes through there. It won't work.
Oh, wow.
He claims it won't work. It never happened. He said the moon landing never happened. He's the one who said that. Well, there's one of two things. Either the moon is in our atmosphere, or we've all been made fools of,
Right. Right.
But
right.
well, you don't. What can you believe on the internet? You don't know what.
Oh, right. Exactly. Well, I mean, it makes you question everything with the way, we've been exposed to an agenda for the last 100 years.
Well, exactly. I've married them two together. I married this guy's way out weird way of thinking that I just kind of blew my mind. And then I married it to the last 7-10 years that I've found out everything our government says, everything the mainstream media says to me has been a fucking lie my entire life.
Right.
I'm 60. They've never told me the truth. So I don't know about before me, but me, I've never been told. So that just brings everything into question for me. It's like Ukraine.
Like I've always said, Carpenter, there's not a man alive today who knows what it's like to live as a free man.
Right. We've been controlled. We didn't even know we were being controlled.
Correct. We think it's just normal. That's the way of life. That's what freedom is.
Fucking pieces of shit. And then they've been robbed. Now this is fucking, now we're off in the weeds again. I heard they got a bunch of fucking gold out of underneath the Vatican that's been stolen from the world and from us and from everybody for decades.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that too.
I heard it took 360 C-130s to move it. Well, I know gold's heavy, but a fucking C-130 can hold it can hold a lot of weight.
Yeah, C-130s carry tanks.
Took 630 C-130s to move this shit up from underneath the Vatican, this gold.
And they moved it?
Yeah, they got it all out. They got it out. Well, this guy claims they got it out. Now, I don't know. You take it with a grain of salt because
again.
Don't listen to me. This is just shit I'm stumbling on.
Right.
But they showed pictures and I don't know, fuck, they could be doctored too, what do you know? But they showed pictures, you guys, they're pallets, 4x4 pallets, they're 4.5, 5 foot tall of 3 foot long, 18-inch wide gold bars, 1.5 foot thick. And it's just fucking warehouses full of them. They've been stealing from us. They've been robbing from us, you guys. They've been robbing from us
for 1,000 years.
Oh, wow. Everybody here wonders, like everybody here's busted their ass their whole life. Why the fuck don't we have nothing? Well, that's why.
Right.
Because they stole it. Just look at like this Tesla thing we were just talking about. Just take your power needs, nothing else. Just your power in your life, your power needs. And then go back and the money you've spent, your electric bill, your gas bill, your gasoline, your fuel oil, your whatever you've used.
Right.
I mean, that's not like, oh, that would really help. That's like life changing.
It is. It is. Right? I'm telling you, I know. I know.
They fucking stole it all from us, haven't they? We
Yeah.
get a chance to hang them
Yeah.
all, fucking dangle them all.
Modern, I call it modern slavery. That is
Right.
the slavery in this country right now. Is that you're tied to an electric bill, a water bill, a gas bill, a sewer bill, a trash bill, fucking who knows what else with your internet and your phone and your cable. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Right.
all this other stuff, and uh, it's just you become this. You don't get stuff. The stuff gets you. No shit, because you're gonna spend your life paying for that shit. You're gonna spend your ass fucking your life working your ass off to pay for that transient stuff. You're never gonna get that electric, you know. That's not something you're gonna get. Holy shit. He'll be back, hopefully. I'll give him another link up here just to make sure real quick. Right. You're never gonna get that time back. They stole that from you. And that productivity went into paying for something that you'll never have again either. Like renting and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad system. When I am no longer, a lot of it I'm no longer connected to. I still have internet, a phone, but that's it. Provide everything else in a different fashion than their slavery. Yeah, you don't pay their taxes either on those things when you don't have an electric bill. Yeah, when you don't have a water bill, you don't have a surcharge and a tax and a county tax and a city tax and a fucking yeah, you don't have all that tax attached to your utility. A lot of that, a good 30-year bill isn't for the water you got. That's for their shit. And their taxes and their bond payments and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all good. Link, okay, I got put it that okay. Exactly right, Carpenter. And you know what? There you go.
See that? Did it again.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
just picks me up. It's been doing that intermittently. Sometimes it'll go for a long while and not do it, and otherwise times it does it. It'll kick me right back to that original page on my computer. Like when I turn it on,
Right.
it'll kick me right back to the home page.
Oh wow, that's
But
weird.
isn't that insane?
It might have something to do with some kind of deal with the connection, but yeah, or on your system, some kind of buffer getting filled or something. Yeah, I don't.
Edit name, avatar. Here's my avatar. We'll see if my other one's there. Yeah, it's sideways. Nice. Fucking thing. How the hell do you turn that around? Can you hear me? Wow, this thing is just totally screwed up.
All right. Oh shit. Sorry. Hey, where'd he go? Uh, all right. Yeah, solar power ran out. Yeah, I just had to turn on the generator. No big deal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, there you are.
Wow.
Well, sorry about that.
No, I'm gonna stay the way it is right now. I can't touch nothing. I can't even go. I can't even go check chat out. So now I can't even see what the people in the chat are saying.
Oh, wow. Okay. Um. All right. Let's see. Oh shit. Uh. Yeah. This is all you got to say is a couple words. No way. Coincidence. Coincidence. Right. Yeah. I know. Right. But yeah, that's the deal, man. It's all about that. That's what I've. That's the leap I took. Uh, my last divorce, ending my last marriage, selling my house, and saying, you know, getting a divorce and all that shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna build my life, and again, and I'm gonna build. Have to start from scratch, but this time I'm gonna build it in such a way that they can't touch it, they can't take it, they can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right. You know, do you remember when they used to say two things here? You remember when they used to say that do all your banking and shit online, it's all 100% safe?
Oh yeah, right.
Okay, well that spawned up billions and billions of dollars a year theft and or wealth and identity theft ring or criminal enterprise.
Right.
Okay, then they're talking about Bitcoin. Well, buy
you know what?
Bitcoin, because it's perfectly safe. No one can touch it. What's the first thing that happened up in Canada when them truckers got together? They
Right.
shut Bitcoin off. I keep trying to tell everybody, if you're going to put your wealth on this internet, you're fucking making a mistake. Do
Exactly.
not put it on here. I mean, there is some coins, some of them electronic coins, where it's like backed by something, like gold.
Right. Right.
Then you'd have something there. But this Bitcoin, where like I've asked a million, but what backs it? Well, there's only so many of them. Well, so many of what? Well, Bitcoins. Well, what are Bitcoins? Well, there, is this, that, and the other. And I like, but there's nothing backing it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm just fucking. I've been just getting bummed. I'm dying to get over to
Hey, when the
Wisconsin.
system shuts off, it all goes away. It'll all go poof.
Right.
And when it does, if you don't have it in your hand, it doesn't mean shit.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, look at what.
I know that's a fact, and it can't be anything except for what somebody trusts that has a value. And who the fuck's gonna trust that kind of shit to a value? You can't even see it. You can't change it. Okay, the electric systems are affected. So guess what? You don't get power. Those systems don't work.
Can
Let's
you
see.
imagine doing like I'm doing right now and get an upgrade on your computer, and all of a sudden you can't access none of your finances?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just can't. I mean, you just can't pay an electric bill. You can't get a gallon of gas. Can't get a gallon of milk.
Right.
Well, why? Well, I did an upgrade on my computer. What the hell?
What the fuck? Right.
Right.
I know. Right.
Some of them people, and I heard another one too, that they're selling virtual land.
Yes. NFT. Yeah.
What in the fuck is virtual
Non-fungible
land?
transfer. Yeah. It's just really it's insane. There were people eating Tide Pods too, bro. I don't know what
Right.
the fuck. I'm
At some
telling
point,
you.
yeah.
Okay. They can talk some of these people into anything. So yeah, it's kind of a thing, yeah. Right. So trigger words are evoking, yeah, an attack. Maybe, potentially. Yeah. But my situation, I wasn't taken down. I just simply ran out of solar power and I had to start up the generator. That's all there was to that. But yeah, that's there is that thing though too. But yeah, no shit, man. Got the garden tilled up today, bro. The guy came over with a tractor and did it in 20 minutes. Oh my god, it was glorious.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm smoking an extra cigarette right now because I know I gotta get over there and roll that shit up.
Right.
Right. And essentially, it's like a 36 by 40 garden. So yeah.
Yeah, but that feeds you pretty much all your vegetables for a year.
Oh my god, dude! It produced even last year. It produced 3 or 4 times what I could consume.
Nice.
Okay, and I plan on doubling my production this year. So, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit them farmers markets, man. I'm gonna sit out there. Yeah, this is the time to do it, man. I'm gonna produce like a son of a bitch because people are gonna be hungry.
Did you see what Diesel wrote?
Someone bought a digital yacht for $600,000 in the metaverse when you can buy a real yacht for that price. I know, right?
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
I know.
don't-
It's just bizarre, dude.
That's when you look at him, you just look at him and you just turn around, get in your truck and drive away.
Right? It's just
You
like,
don't even, and you don't even discuss it with them. You just like, you imagine someone pulling their fucking phone out and showing you that. I just look
I
at him.
bought the shot, dude. It's like in the metaverse.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hanging out. See me? I'm on the deck. What the fuck? You're holding a phone sitting in a Ford Triumph. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Or a Fiat Triumph, right? Yeah.
Is that what that's called? The metaverse?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the, is there, I heard they were selling land in that too.
It's a virtual reality. You know, you have to acclimate yourself to even wear those goggles for longer than you have to acclimate yourself to those to be on them for any period of time at all. Yeah, they talk about disassociative disorders. That's what it does. It separates you from your reality and puts you in there, kind of thing. And it really does. I mean, you have to acclimate yourself because your brain doesn't. It wants to physically do things. Yeah, it's people end up with migraine headaches and all kinds of crazy shit.
Well,
They're
imagine
being,
that.
they're being reprogrammed. That's what it is. They're being reprogrammed, dude.
It's insane. It's
It is.
insane.
It's yeah. It's virtually being reprogrammed.
I can kind of see that though. You know, when I got my eyes fixed here 6, 7 years ago, I'd
Yeah.
get up in the morning for a long, I mean, like months and months afterwards. I'd get up in the morning and I'd be looking all over the house. I'd lose my glasses. I couldn't find my glasses nowhere. And I'd be walking around my house with perfect vision, looking for my glasses. And then it dawned on me that I got my eyes fixed. I don't wear glasses anymore.
Right.
Seriously. And that's probably the mental, that's the type of, but that took me a lifetime of, you know,
Right.
to get like that. I wore glasses. I think I was in second or third grade when I got glasses.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I couldn't see the leaves on the trees. I was just a little boy. I was walking home from school with my mom. She was pointing something out in a tree, and I couldn't see it. And she said, by some big leaf. And I said, I can't, what do you mean? I don't see it. She said, can't you see the leaves on the trees? I said, no.
Oh wow.
And my whole life, it was a pain in the ass, especially with my lifestyle. What I could do was just constant glasses, fogging up, getting rain, dirty. They were a pain in the butt.
And now you got your eyes fixed and you have perfect vision.
Right. I got to wear reading glasses, but
Right.
because he warned me about that. He told me that I can fix them back to a 54-year-old man, but I can't. I can fix them perfect, he said, but you're going to have reading glasses. So it's like one or the other. But as soon as I got rid of them, I've never looked back and never thought twice about it.
Right. Right. Well, awesome. But yeah, there's all sorts of things like that they've been lying to us about, like cures and
Right. Diesel, you
diseases.
should have seen it. I would get up and I'd be walking around the house like, where are my glasses at? I can't find them. And I mean, it would go on for 40 minutes, an hour. I'd be going through drawers, looking underneath. I'd knock them down by the bed. I left them in the living room by the couch. I was looking everywhere for them. And then it would dawn on me. Now, mind you, this whole time, I have perfect vision. I got 15/20 in my eyes right now. 20/15 is what my eyesight is. And I'd be walking around the house looking for my glasses with perfect vision.
Right. Right. Wow.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
What's up, Carpenter?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, just hanging in there, bro.
I'm just
Welcome in.
I've just been getting blown away lately by the level of deception and criminality. And I mean, everybody says nothing's happening. Well, in my lifetime, I've never seen criminality like I'm seeing now being exposed.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
I mean, stuff that is blowing me away. Like, I cannot believe this. So I don't know what's going on. I don't have a clue. And I'm not the one to ask about it, but there is something happening and I don't know what it is.
A loss of moral compass.
Oh, it's disgusting. I got in an argument. I'm not going to say any names. I got in an argument in that what the hell is that chat with Alex Jones? These guys come in there and they're just putting down the girls and putting down people for what they do for a living. And this went on for weeks. And finally, I just blew up. It was like, dude, you're a fucking, what's the matter with you, you big pussy? What do you do? We don't pick on girls. I don't know what you do where you're from, but here we don't pick on girls. We don't pick on people because of what they do for a living. We don't. I'm just happy everybody's working. And
right, exactly.
I mean, I always say that all the time. I want everybody for peace, prosperity, and succeed. I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'm totally serious. I'm not kidding.
Right. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Right. Somebody gets a new vehicle, or I mean, not necessarily brand new, but a new vehicle, or even a brand new one, or whatever. I'm not jealous of them because I'm glad they got, because they put a lot of effort in it. Something they wanted, they got. I'm glad for them.
Right. Exactly. I'm not jealous about any of that stuff.
No.
That's the whole mindset is people get that 1%ers are above the law when they are still minions under somebody. So
right.
I mean, like, things would be way different. Prosperity would be looked at differently if we didn't have the private Federal Reserve and all that.
Well, it'd be totally different. Well, when I say that peace, prosperity, and success, when I say success and prosperity, I don't necessarily mean financial.
Well, yeah.
You got enough to live on and whatever. As long as you're prosperous in your life and you're enjoying and like it, I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah. How you doing, Hudson?
How you doing? Sorry, I'm letting you guys talk. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Very well.
I'm actually reading a book. I'm reading a book.
Oh, which one is that? Tonight.
Burt Prentice. Burt Prentice was a promoter in Jackson, Tennessee, and also I'm wearing my Bruiser Brody shirt.
That's what's up, Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah.
What about it?
This guy owned the promotion in Jackson, Tennessee. He worked with some of the legends.
Huh.
Well, what is up, Wiz?
Just nothing but the sun.
What about is it pie time?
Oh, you missed it, dude.
What does that guy do though on your shirt though?
Bruiser Brody. I did a wrestling podcast called Wrestling with the Future, and I got to meet Barbara Goodish, Bruiser Brody's widow.
Huh.
And it's two different things. I don't know why I got the book and the shirt. I was reading a book and wearing the shirt. I always come with good shirts.
Nothing wrong with that.
But what's up, Carver Patriot? How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
In the chat stream, we got Diesel out there.
By the way, who is this guy? Looks like this guy in the next to me right here. Looks like a dollar store Chad Coker.
What? Right.
Oh, Chad, you know who that is, right?
Mm.
He's the lead singer. He's the lead singer of the world's worst band, Nickelback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, dude. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Nah.
I'm sorry.
Is that what you're feeling?
I'm sorry. The hair got me. The hair got me. What is your name?
He's not doing his Fabio tonight.
Let it all out. Hell no.
By the way, have you heard by the way, I know Wiz has heard the new Kid Rock, so I heard that.
No, I was actually meaning to listen to that the night you talked about it, and I just been skipping out. I need to listen to that.
I've been passing it around, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
He actually
Right,
brings.
Diesel,
He actually puts Trump 2024 on it. But
Huh.
also got some
Like a
news for you
song?
guys. Did you guys hear that Elon Musk bought the
All
Tesla
Twitter.
guy bought Twitter?
All
Yes,
complete.
sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one of the things he wants to do, he
But-
wants to unban Trump.
But Trump still won't go on because he's done with it. You know, he's going to go to other platforms. He doesn't need. He's going to set a standard by not going back.
Hey, I know the next thing he needs to do. Elon needs to unban Alex Jones from Twitter.
I heard Alex Jones was unbanned.
What?
Yeah, I heard he's back on it.
All right.
Not on like YouTube.
I just
You know,
talked
you
to,
guys, everything's with a grain of salt
yeah.
till you see it for yourself.
Amen.
Here's the thing. You know that Rogan is friends with Alex Jones, Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these defects. The Earth's only flat on Tuesdays. I'll go with that. Okay,
Right.
sure.
Did you hear what he wrote back there? Action knows they lied about the moon landings, but can't find your damn glasses with my 100% eyesight. He's right.
I'll be right back. I got something
He's
to drink.
exactly right.
Hey, I'm sorry about calling your friend the dollar store check.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. He knows. Yeah, he's good. Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is. My bud. Yeah. Shit, man. Dude, I am so pumped about this. Getting the garden in and the greenhouse framing set up.
Well, when can you put stuff in the ground?
I can do it right now. And in fact,
Really?
that's what I intend to do here in the next day, within the next few days. Have that. I've already rode up half of it, or a third of it.
Fire in
Yeah.
the bowl.
We're
Fire
gonna.
in the-
Yeah.
There's another month here. There's another month here before you can do that.
Well, dude, you're 700 miles north of me too.
Yeah, I guess. Yep.
By the way-
Right.
Hey, Wiz.
That's part of the reason.
Yep. Them fucking glasses. Where are they?
Wiz.
What's up,
Wizard.
Jake?
Fire in the bowl. Fire in the motherfucking bowl.
All right, fire the ball. Oh shit! I got to bring back. Hold on a second.
They taught me a new word. We're gonna join these guys.
I was at Easter dinner. We were over at Easter dinner, and my phone rings. And you guys know how I am with my phone. It could take me a day. I don't carry a phone. I don't watch my phone. I don't even.
Right.
Most of the time, I don't even have it with me.
Yeah.
So I had, for whatever reason, I can't believe I had it in the house. I had my phone in my pocket. And it rang, and I looked at it. It was this guy that I poured a bunch of hog farrowing setup, milking stanchions, and did roofs and big doors, and I did a lot of work at his place.
Right.
Okay, I never thought nothing, because this guy, and I've known this my whole life. He don't let anybody on his land. You can't hunt on his land. He won't allow hunters on his land.
Right.
I've heard everybody talk about asking, and he won't let no one on him ever.
Okay.
So I never asked the guy. So my phone rings at this guy. I didn't know what he wanted because he doesn't call me. So I thought, hello, and you can hear him. He's saying, he goes, yeah, Carpenter. He goes, I just seen like 5 big turkeys, all with their beards dragging on the ground. And I'm like, because he knows I like turkey hunting, big ones too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, wow, that's pretty cool. And all this time I'm thinking, there's no way I'm not hunting on his land. And he's telling me about them. I haven't seen them all over the farm, seen them all together. I've seen them spread out. They're everywhere out here. And he's going on about it. And I said, oh, wow, that's awesome. They are pretty cool, aren't they? Where they all fanned up. Oh, yeah. Well, we went back and forth. Then he says, well, the first thing I saw when I saw them turkeys was you. And I said, yeah, I do like to hunt them things. And he says, well, you know what? I'm thinking you might want to come out here and get one of them. So at this point now, I'm freaked out because I'm hunting this virgin land that no one can get on here. So I'm getting kind of weak, kneed, and lightheaded, you know.
Right?
I wasn't going to hunt Minnesota this year. I was just going to hunt Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And then he said that. So
Minnesota? Oh, you're
yeah,
in Minnesota?
I live in Minnesota. I live in Minnesota, and I do most of my hunting and fishing in Wisconsin. It's just the way it worked out. I don't know why.
So you might know you might know somebody I know. Aaron M. holds Steel Toe Morning Show.
Well, I know of him. And then there's not Aaron, Deer Butch.
I know
Yeah,
Deer Butch is a good person. I'm a mod for Deer Butch on Twitch.
So when are you supposed to go hunt these turkeys?
Oh, I got to find out here in the next couple of days. I got to run in, and it's got to be the 18th through the 24th is Wisconsin. So I'm gonna go find. I got 2 single week periods to choose from. I got to run in this week and get my license for Minnesota.
Right. Okay.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, I heard
That's awesome, dude.
I heard that.
You know, did you ever? I don't want to sound like I was bragging. These are people I've known for my lifetime.
Right. No shit, man.
Yeah, through the whole conversation, I'm just going, you know, because I made a shit up load of money off this guy. I'm just talking. He's just a really nice guy. It's a real nice farming couple. Older now, they're old, but now super nice people.
Right.
So I'm just going along with the conversation, thinking it's an old farmer driving out in the field, bored and looking for someone to talk to on Easter, you know. So I'm talking to him, and then in the end, he says, "Well, I'm thinking you ought to come out and shoot one of these." And I'm like, "Well, I could probably look and see."
Right.
In my head, I'm thinking, fuck it, right? I'll be out there for sure.
Hell yeah. That'd be awesome, dude.
You know, we hunt Wisconsin. I go first or second week in Minnesota in May, and then I go the 18th through the 24th, and then I come back until the weekend after the 24th, and then I go on that trip to what the hell is that? That park with Crazy Horse in it.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, but
got it. Custer State Park. Is that Custer? I think it is.
Yeah.
I'll get back on the 26th, and we leave 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 30th. On the 1st, I leave for like 8 or 9 days over there on a 4-wheeling adventure.
That sounds fun.
So I'm just kind of getting things geared up around here. Today I went over and monkeyed around with the little trailer.
You got a little four-wheeler, you're saying?
Right. Well, I got like 3 of them. But I'm taking the old one this weekend. That's Jackson's 400. It's 2000. I think it's an older one.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so I'm going to load his up and take that over. And then I got to have my big trailer comes out on the 1st of June. And then I'll grab the other 2. And when I go over to turkey hunt, I'll leave them over there.
I wasn't saying all great about that. I was saying all great because Shawn Michaels is trending on Twitter right now. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, the wrestler, is trending on Twitter right now.
He ain't been around in a minute.
You know, I was showing somebody my caddy trying to sell that Cadillac I got.
Right.
And I was like trying to drum up his interest in my Cadillac. Because, I wanted to sell it so I could fix up my truck. And the backhoe and stuff like that. Well, he saw the truck and he's like, "Oh my God, dude, you got one of those." And I was like, "Yeah, I got one of those. That was my dad's truck and, that kind of thing." And he got all interested in it. I don't want to sell it, but he made a fair offer, more than fair on that truck.
Right.
Oh boy.
And so I'm like, it occurred to me just recently that I would have to give up something I treasured to move forward with my thing. And I was like, I don't know what that would be. You know what I'm saying? and then
Right.
this happened.
Right.
This was out of the blue, and I'd never even thought about. Never even had the thought to
Think
sell
deep
my.
about, with times being hard.
Right.
Times
Right.
are hard right now.
Well, they sure are. There's some people really suffering around here.
Yeah, by the way, I
Yeah.
got. By the way, I think it was like yesterday morning, Monday morning, Steel Toe got banned.
What did he get banned
Oh,
for?
What?
Why did he get banned?
He got banned because I think it's because some people were saying they said because him and the second Mike Aaron and the second Mike Johnny K did sexual relations on the show.
What?
Something. It was also I think it's because they have they use like offensive words like the R word, and they also like to drop the N bomb a lot on their show. That's not true. Dear
Oh,
Butch
I
is here.
swear a lot. I'll watch that.
Crazy.
But yeah, you know what?
Of
Yeah,
course.
there's all that shit. We just
Yeah,
our
I'm
game
trying.
channel,
I'm not. Hey, I'm
our
not trying to
game
bring.
channel just got struck again. We were down for a week because we got a strike for medical misinformation.
Yeah, that's the reason why
yeah.
I don't like bringing it up.
Yeah.
I don't like bringing stuff up there.
So, but yeah, but getting back to that other um, Carpenter page, we were talking. Oh man, what were we talking about? Oh, that's
selling your truck.
right. If I do though, that means I can get the backhoe fixed and operational. I can get
Oh, wow.
right, and then I could actually get I have a Jeep Cherokee Laredo out here, 4-wheel drive. It's stuck in 4-wheel drive. It's not. I can't even get a street legal because the frame's kind of bent.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But we could get it going, and it'd be a definite property mule around here. And I could get it
90% chance that 4-wheel drive is stuck in there. It's called an actuator.
right.
It costs you $120, and it looks like a great big huge nut. It's about 6 or 8 inches long. You got to have a big crescent wrench, and you just unplug it, back it out, throw it on the ground, put this tape on it so water don't get around it, like what is that, Teflon tape?
Right.
Screw that thing back in and plug it back in, and I bet you $10. I'll bet you anything will work.
Well, you know what though? I'm thinking all I want to do is put some ATV off tires. I mean, hard off-road tires, and turn it into a mud mule for the property here.
Right. That's what I do, is just keep it for hauling around there.
Right.
But
I
what do
want
you have to haul your big trailer loads of pallets? What do you have for that?
Well, I've been pulling them around with my Equinox.
Oh, wow. Is that 6-speed transmission in that?
No, it's got a 4-speed automatic.
Okay.
It's got a 4-speed automatic though. It's got L4 and all that, but it's only a 6-cylinder and it does really good on gas.
Yeah, the 6-cylinder's got a lot of power though. Them are good setups.
No, it's a big 3.2.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah, and it still gets 24 miles a gallon when it's not pulling the trailer.
Well, then you're really not going to miss the truck. I mean, other than the sentimental value.
Correct. Yeah. So
yeah. That's like
there's that.
My dad's old Chevy. It's a '72 Chevy. This green, ugly, beautiful pickup truck.
Right.
My brother.
But that means I get a whole lot of this stuff fixed up around here and operational. The 4-wheeler will get fixed. I have the backhoe operational moving.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge. That is huge.
Wiz.
The backhoe that works good, and if you change, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Some straps.
Wizard.
Well, it's got the front loader on it too. So I mean, yeah, I can make the lift forks to sit on the bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can actually buy a thumb for the backhoe itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Actually, you know what? You might have just got a little blessing there you didn't even know about.
Well, right. So I've been praying about it, thinking about it, praying about it. to do some more thinking about it.
Hey,
Well, you know,
Wizard.
at least you're not selling it for 8 ball of Coke and 3 weekends of getting drunk.
Right, some
No.
others in line, you know.
Because
what
I
I'm
would have
saying?
done it at one time, you guys. At least
Hey,
now it's going to be.
Oz.
What's up, Jake?
I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. Nice to meet you, Patriot and Rhonda.
All right,
nice
bud.
to meet you too.
Yep,
Thanks
nice
for
to meet
coming
you.
up.
Thank you. Bye.
He's just found out why I don't come up much. I jabber a lot.
Oh no, he does too. It's all good.
This is the thing on our channel. It's a contagious thing for us to all banter and go on.
Right.
Yeah.
We all spend a little time on the screen.
Sometimes that's just human nature.
Yeah. But yeah, because I was just, it's really I never even cleaned out the truck.
Did he take it then? Has he got it?
No, not yet. I haven't made that decision yet. I'm still contemplating it. I haven't even cleaned out the truck.
And it's a more than fair offer?
Oh yeah, more than fair.
Well, then I don't know that you have a choice, do you?
Hey, Wiz, is that website still up to buy more of the gear?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's still there.
I think it was through Stride, not Stride, but like something.
It was through Teespring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go back in my email. What is it called again?
I'll put the link up here, and that's what I'm getting to.
Every time I get that little extra money, I'm getting that pillow.
Oh, that pillow, right?
I'm getting the fucking pillow. I didn't see if there were different colors for it, but I'll take one of each. It just says it all. I'm gonna get my old guitar, and I'm gonna have a revenge tour. I'm gonna get my old electric guitar out.
Oh my God, yeah.
But it's like a 60s, like it looks like the first electric guitar. It's all wooden, and like there's a few metal pieces, but like it's like one of these California handmade electric guitars from way back. My dad found at a yard sale way back. So it doesn't even have to work. It's just the imagery of me walking around, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go sing a song or do something. I have no idea. I really don't.
Yeah.
Not much of an actor, but these days I'm getting really hungry to do something to make people happier, if nothing else. I don't know what it is. There's something's got to change. Something.
Well, just maybe you having a little brighter outlook on things. Be surprised at how you'll affect people that you don't even know.
And that's the
because
thing I've noticed. The more I show my teeth in a good manner and just try to brighten up my mind, the more it reflects like a mirror.
Right.
Exactly. You smile. You smile at
Yeah.
a total stranger you'll never see before, will never see again. Walking in and out of the gas station, just give them that little nod on your head and a smile, and just walk on by. That's amazing what that.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome in, dear Butch and Seabird. Holy cow.
Canoes.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, that's not canoes.
Seabird. That's Aaron Tires' sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, see the bird. You got that good stuff over there. Always the Birdman Junior.
The Tires has a sister. I have two sisters like Seabird.
Dude.
Yeah, she takes pretty good care of him. She watches out for him.
Yeah, she does. She's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I caught on to that right away.
Yeah,
I like Deer Butch's comment about all hearsay. That's such a good word. That's everything about the mindset of how they get you. Is all about hearsay, rumors, Russian collusion.
Right.
Right. But yeah, that answers a whole lot of that would answer a whole lot of other things for me too as well.
You know what? That's kind of where I'm at. That's why this is one of the few places I can bounce these random. Basically they're just random thoughts that run through my head, and I don't have no one to say them to.
Right.
And
Exactly.
they think something during the day, and then sometimes when I come on here, so I get a little weird, but it's not how I normally am. I'm a regular
Oh,
person
dude.
that goes out in life.
Get out of here.
Right.
Right.
Same here, man.
know
Same
you.
here. I always just like smile and give
Always
that worried eyebrow. Like, you sure you want to say that? You know, don't ever say nothing about it. You know, I just like, okay, you said it. You know, kind of thing. You know,
That is too good. You know what humanity would do if it had some colossal issue that it was facing? Humanity would be forced to work together, and they would have to forget about playing music and listening to the media. They would be forced to actually react to some situation that's killing people all around them. Not like the pandemic that we've had, where the
well, kind of, yeah, kind of like
well,
that.
it's an operation of killing people for sure, but it's not
Yeah.
like
Oh
natural
yeah.
disaster or a
No, it's
natural
not a natural
pandemic.
thing. It's
It's not
a
a natural
calculated.
pandemic.
It's a calculated attack. Yes, we
I'm
understand
sorry,
that.
I'm not going to get too deep on it, but with
I
the
got what
2
you were.
years
I got what you meant. I knew you were.
prior to this whole lockdown,
I understand you.
2 years before it, knowing how the science of the autonomous nervous system has changed, rewritten in college books, there's no doubt that with nobody talking about this change and knowing how the body needs to be alkalized and the people in charge could be sending people supplements and things like AJ has, Apple Jacks, but they don't. They don't want to inform you of transparency because transparency it's not in their book.
Right. Well, it's greed. I mean, they can't. I think they're starting to realize. Like even Elon Musk said, if you look back, he said that they claim the Earth is overpopulated, and he said it's not even close to overpopulated.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, but what the problem is that these evil, rotten pieces of shit, whatever they're doing, and we can go into that some other time. The problem is, we can't get free unless we get rid of those people, and if our numbers get too big, they can't control us. And we're at the point now where our numbers are getting too big, that they're starting to realize, hey, we're going to lose control of these people. We gotta thin them out again.
Well, that's where they have the spin top theory, where they've got us already under their Willie Nelson, half Nelson, and basically they're going to spin it off with their media that there's a revolution and that this and that now we've got to fight these conservative patriot racists, these Christians. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I do, but I think that's kind of what things are being shown to people that I don't think the numbers opposing are nearly as big as they always say on TV. 50% of the people think this, half the people think that. A large population of the people, and I don't believe it's that large at all. I still, to this day, stick with I think there's 3% of this country, but 3% of 340 million people is what, 10 million people.
Like when they show a Trump rally,
a lot of people,
or a march, anything. It's not they don't show it all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They don't want us to know nothing.
And then the shit that they do show, they try to hype it up. Like, look at how many people went and saw Hitlery, It's like,
right.
Nobody.
The best thing, I think one of the best things I ever did in my life, I turned my TV off on the news.
Oh, I turned
I get it. I pretty much see what happens on that end, their lies, through the internet.
We'll watch it through that. And then sometimes we'll turn it on just to see it. But I typically don't. It's been a long time. But, I guess since the elections, that's when I would probably watch actual TV to see what's all being said. You know what I mean? And y'all know that.
Right.
I'm not alone.
Well, see, that's what happened to me. I was back in them days. I would turn it on and see what they were saying all the time. And then it just dawned on me that I
Repeating.
I really don't think I'm exaggerating. Everything they're telling us is a lie. Everything.
It's repeating itself, a
Right.
repeating lie. And it
They
can
just,
only repeat itself so long until people are like, I just can't take this.
you know what I always say is that that telling a lie over and over to get someone to believe it only works until that lie is exposed. And then once that lie is exposed, it just makes the person telling the lie look like a fool.
Oh, exactly.
And I think we're at the point where they're looking like fools, because this is getting to the point now where it's just undeniable. Can't even, I mean, you can see now the sides are etched in stone. And that's the ones that they're on that ideology, and we're on it. There's going to be a certain amount of them you're going to have to deal with.
What's that thing about lie gets halfway around the world or this or that?
Right. Like in a day, and the truth takes forever.
Well, yeah. What he's talking about is a lie will travel around the world before the truth even gets his pants on.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
That's it. Yeah.
You got it.
A lot of that stuff is true too.
Very true. I mean, and
Well, them old
that's
sayings,
just like
I guess
the ancient Tumo breathing, 7,000 years old, which is just now rewriting our. Yeah, they won't even talk about it. It's such little stuff, just like the frequency and vibration, that they control your vibration.
Right.
They control how you vibrate. They
Yep.
want you to be not in symmetry. It's basically,
They don't want you to be in sync with nature. That's why.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's no.
you know,
They
Tesla
want to take
says
you out of the synchronization of Mother Nature.
Tesla says if we get in sync with Mother Nature, we cure ourselves.
Yeah.
If we get in that frequency with Mother, and there's a lot of reports about the difference between, like, even wearing flip flops. When you're out in the grass or something, you take your shoes off and you wear barefoot, and that magnetic pull through that.
Yeah.
There's stuff there's stuff we can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna be doing that here. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'll be barefoot in the garden, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I don't go barefoot a lot, but like a little bit at camp, you know, during the summer, I spend a lot of time running around right around after it's mowed and all the work's done. I walk around there all the time barefoot, and it does make you feel, you know, it does. I don't know. Maybe it's outdoors does that for me though.
Right. Well, you know, anything touched with the earth, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been working with the garden and all that stuff, man. So it's like, yeah, it's been great.
Right.
I'm
You
more
got your hands in it.
As I got started, you know.
Yeah.
I was doing my lawn last Sunday, and I'm not like my oldest brother. He can take off his shoes and just go mow the lawn like that. But the bottom of my feet, they're pretty much been in shoes my whole life. So I'm not like a barefoot type of dude all the time. But
I can't do that either.
I do like to get in it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like I don't either.
I'm typically not barefooted when I do it. Go ahead.
No, me either. I'm not barefooted very often. But since I heard that, I started noticing when I am. And it does just kind of, I don't know, you just feel better. You got to be careful. Like you, I've been in work boots and shit my whole life. So my feet, they don't like rocks and sticks. And
yeah.
You walk out my side door with the rock driveway, you don't want to go barefoot down there.
Oh. Right.
I remember there was a time when I was a kid, though. I could walk on a gravel road.
Yeah, I mean, I was like that.
I remember that. You know, if we did that, I'll bet you any money in the world, all three of us, if we really did run around without shoes, it wouldn't be 6 weeks and you'd be able to walk all over.
Tuning up. You got to get it. You know, your body memorizes how the pain is, and then it's like, oh, fuck the pain. Yeah, eventually.
Well, your feet just get tough enough. Your feet get tough enough, and they
toughen up.
Yeah, your pads. You get heavy pads, like wearing leather. I remember when I was a kid, my feet were just like calloused, like your calluses, but the whole bottom of my feet were calloused.
Yeah.
Mine were much rougher when I was younger. Yeah.
Right, but you get older, and you don't run around barefoot like you did when you were a kid.
My mom.
But I think we could do it again.
Like my mom, she definitely is more of a barefoot type.
Except when like around here, you got the ones that are really hard to step on are the hickory shell pieces that squirrels eat.
Right.
And the nutshell stuff, like that's horrible. Yeah, you can't. I don't care what. Just what's up your feet are, man. It's gonna hurt. You know?
Right.
Yeah, but that's no joke around here though. And then there's that stick, that tree that got cut off. It just wasn't a big tree, just a little tree, and it gets cut off, and you got this 1 inch stick that's rooted in the ground right there. It's never gonna move. Right? You're
Yeah.
gonna step on that thing
Yeah.
and be hurting your ass off.
Yeah. Of course, you'll stand right on it. Step right on it with your hands full.
Right, with the hands full. Right.
Yeah, a whole
It's
bunch of
gonna
shit
catch.
in your
It's
hands,
gonna
and then
catch.
step on. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Like, but yeah, no, I have to wear. I have to wear.
What,
A lot.
Emerald? What do you know about? I'm trying to think of the name of it. Just give me a second. Magnesium
Oh
for the
yeah.
body, for as a supplement.
Yes. Well, see, I do. I used to take magnesium and calcium supplements for
No, my sister's got me. You guys. It takes me no shit. I'm not joking. Takes me 3 handfuls of pill and a full gallon of water to take all my supplements in the morning, and I take 3 at night before I go to bed. These magnesium. My one
Oh
sister's
wow.
really holistic, really holistic.
Does it
Yeah.
help taking
And
it before you go to bed?
yeah, you take about an hour before you go to bed, and it's really weird because
Because I
it's
wake
like
up and I
you aren't
drink the.
tired. You can finish what you're doing. You're not. Isn't like when you take a sleeping pill and you get groggy. It's nothing like that.
So you're saying
But you'll
it
get.
helps you.
This is what's been happening to me. I'll get done about 10 o'clock. I kind of lay down in my bed, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I lay down in the bed, turn the little computer on, start listening and stuff. And I go to sleep, and I wake up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, just totally clear headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fog, no nothing. It's changed. It really, that
So you're
magnesium, I don't know what it does, but
it
Well,
helps when you take it before you go to bed.
yeah,
but
that's
here,
what it said. I take 2 of them an hour before. I do it every night.
Sorry.
well,
busted
here
on.
the water from the well is heavily mineralized with calcium, with magnesium, with
Exactly. That's something
wow.
they don't talk about either. That's something that's been kind of washed away. Oh, you got to have 100% pure H2O. Well, that's not how we're designed.
No. You drink water that's pure like that, or out of the faucet tap in a city, or
Even
city
reverse
water,
osmosis.
you won't get quenched. You'll drink the water. You'll know it's wet. You'll drink it, but you won't. You don't actually get quenched. When I
Now,
drink
but
my water here, I don't care if I put it in tea. When I drink water here, and it tastes good, straight. It quenches you. It actually you
Well,
actually
it's
get
because you're getting
quenched.
the minerals and stuff, not just the water.
Right.
let's
I
say
mean, you're
you're at
actually
a
getting
level.
life-sustaining.
Right. So you need that. That's where I'm getting all my calcium and my magnesium. I don't have to supplement that no more.
Yeah.
Let's say, Wizard, you're at a level where you can't reach your well. You had to run away from your land, and you
Oh,
have a filter for your water. You have a Pro Pure or something, and you can filter 1,500 gallons. Let's say
Okay.
you have that. Now, if you go out and you get your water and you purify it, are you going to add anything to it to give it more nutrients, or do you just go ahead and just use it like it is? Or
you know
Use it
what?
as it is.
That's a good idea with them handfuls of pills I take. They're CDBA, niacin, turmeric, a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
With those pills I take, if you could ever get that into a form where you could just dump it in the water quick and slam the water.
Yeah.
so you're saying just adding your own nutrients, though.
Adding
Yeah,
your own NutriPack
that's
to
actually a
it.
good idea.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to have a water neutral pack, or nutritional pack that you can add just on
Like
the
a,
go.
but yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if it's in a big quantity, just something. Because you would have probably iodine, a little iodine, just to add in, and then you'd probably have all the rest of those little minerals and stuff that whatever water's minerals are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I was wondering. I mean, if you got the Alexa Pure Pro, does that give you minerals in your water? Or does it like
No, it just takes stuff out of it. Yeah.
you have to always add minerals, right?
Oh, I
If
think it's
you're
to the
doing it.
point now where they're adding poison. I mean, I don't know if they are, but I think, it's to the point now where even like city water, holy shit,
Yeah. I mean, to me,
it's disgusting.
it's like drinking
It's one of those
chlorine.
things you definitely don't want to
It's like
drink.
drinking out of a swimming pool.
That's what
It
it's
smells
like.
like a swimming pool when I smell you can smell the water.
Yeah.
Thing is, people flavor their tap water and they don't care. People just don't know, and they just drink it because they believe the municipal drinking water is clean.
What's up?
Right.
Hey,
And
welcome back.
it's all crazy.
I
Well, you know what
actually,
they're saying now? They're
actually-
saying
Go
now,
ahead, Blizzard.
what they're saying now is that the elements for the COVID vaccine, for the COVID stuff, they're finding it in the water.
Yeah.
hey,
Well, I mean,
when I went,
go ahead.
when I went to the dentist, they actually, because they said that I wasn't getting enough. Oh, this was when I was younger. They had to give me fluoride because I wasn't getting fluoride into my water.
Like, who had to give you
Oh, the
fluoride?
dentist had to give you a fluoride. Use your
Oh.
words, Jake. Use your words.
Oh no, you're right. For your teeth, for
Yeah.
cavities. Yeah.
I'm
You
sorry.
know, on a
I'm sorry if I'm like stuttering. So I do have a disability. I have a stuttering problem.
don't even apologize, okay?
Yeah.
We hear what you're saying. Go ahead.
But you got, also sometimes the water here in town. I live in town, and the water here sucks. It tastes like it. They say that you can't drink the water because it has what's
There can be so much stuff in the
lead.
water.
It had like lead. It has lead. You have to boil the water before we use it. Because
Oh my God. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that because I'm on a well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I grew up on a well.
But we have to think about the whole domain of zombies that are drinking or dealing with it, and how can we influence people even if they don't have the money? There's got to be a way to, and that's just one little thing though. I mean, like, I'd have to bring a whole synergistic, like, healing device, like, of knowledge, just a pamphlet, like, hey, people can't even read these days. You just have to inject them with the red pill anyway.
Some shit like that, right? Okay, here you go. Wake the fuck up. Here's your.
That's what you do is you just drop little comments here and there because they'll scoff at you.
Yeah.
Right.
And then sooner or later, I've had those same people come back later and start questioning me. Well, what about this? How'd you find about that? What's going on with this? How did you know that? Where's this? Well, I've known this stuff for a while, and that they were staunch against me, but I just drop a little, oh yeah, right. This and that. And yeah, but the mainstream media is lying to us. So what do
I say when the revolution comes, I'm giving them Indian burns, B. We're gonna give everybody Indian burns. Fuck all your guns. Fuck fighting. Fuck swords. I'm doing Indian burns.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Remember in that song you listened to, the Kid Rock song that I told you I
had to
listen to? Instead of CNN, they put FNN, the fake news network for CNN.
Right. Yeah.
There was that other dude that was on the AJ show like today, some rapper, and he's in New York. I forget. Y'all probably know, but
who's AJ?
Alex.
Oh,
Applejack Jones.
Oh, that AJ. I thought you said there was another AJ.
Oh, that's the only one I refer to.
Yeah,
but no, yeah, there's some. God, I forget his name. But he had a pretty hard song too, and his lyrics definitely on point.
Yeah. Here's the
Forget his
thing.
name.
What people
McDaniels.
Go ahead.
what people what people got to realize is people they now people need to grow their own crops and stuff. They now they're using they're going and buying this prepackaged, excuse my language, but this prepackaged shit. The package, this cardboard shit. They should have go in the backyard and grow a fucking garden. Sorry for the language.
Right.
Well, wait,
Dave
language.
McDaniels.
I talk like that. I don't even mean to. I don't even know I'm doing it.
Was it Dave McDaniels? Jason?
What's that?
Dave McDaniels or something like that?
That sounds familiar. No, but no, that's not it. That's not the guy. It's a rapper. That's too white of a name.
No, I don't know, right?
I can go look at Bandot video and see.
That's too white of a name.
Could be Ryan Upchurch.
I know, right?
No, it started with the R or something. You're right. What was this? No, you didn't say the right name. Ryan Upchurch.
Ryan Upchurch.
No.
Upchurch. He
It was
does
like a Ray Reynolds or something like.
You ever listen to Ryan Upchurch's Simple Man?
I'm gonna look it up.
Ray.
Oh, well, I know Leonard Skinner, Simple Man.
Yeah, no, this is Ryan Upchurch's.
He did a cover of it. He also did a cover of No, the Simple Man that Ryan Upchurch did was the Charlie Daniels band's Simple Man, not Leonard Skinner's Upchurch.
My daughter swears that song was written about me.
No.
It's even on her cell phone. That's her ring dial for me.
Yeah.
And she's the one that pointed it out to me along. That's a good. That's one of my favorite songs.
What about Thunder Road?
This is
the
guy.
Oh yeah, I like all them.
This guy right here, though.
I'm kind of an old headbanger Southern rocker.
That's the guy. All right.
That's kind of what I am. My musical tastes are like, I don't really know much about the later scene or the rap, or I just know I'm like an old headbanger Southern rock guy.
Hey, this is my personal playlist my Patriot playlist.
Yeah.
Check that out. I'll put it in private chat too.
Read what Froggy Bear said in chat.
Yeah, put it in private chat.
No,
all right.
Read what Froggy Bear said. Well, for me, just the thought of having sex with someone I don't even know, is kind of off-putting, but in whole group, nah, hard pass.
Oh, you got some Andy Ross in there too. I love Andy Ross.
Who?
Talking about the playlist. I'm just looking at it.
Well, Emerald, I want to push your playlist, but I'm afraid to push it.
Go ahead and push it. If it's not,
I'm going to wait because I might not get back on.
You got you got some good songs on here, and also you got 5 unavailable songs are hidden.
No, no way! They took them down.
Yep, they took 5 songs down.
What the hell?
Hey, these are some good songs you got on here. I love Andy. I love how Andy Ross actually is the NRA guy. I don't.
Well, the first one on there, "Pissed Off Rednecks," Jamie Jones, is a badass song.
Yeah. I love that song. I know this guy you're pointing on here. He has some really good Christian rap, and it's time.
Exactly.
It's about this. It's current stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's got a little buddy that hangs around with him too. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
This guy has a buddy. He's a smaller guy with blonde hair, and I think he wears cornrows, but he's pretty good too.
Hey, I thank you very much for letting me come on here the last couple of days, Wiz. I'm having a lot of fun.
Awesome.
You know, and I also want to say that, you know, we all gotta, you know, I always say at the end of my streams, peace, love, and cornbread. Remember, DY means SOL. I always say that because
Awesome.
DUI means SOL, because you know that's a line from a song, a Brantley Gilbert song. Because I'm a Brantley Gilbert guy. I love Brantley Gilbert. There's support
I
him.
do too. What's that song of his that I really like? Oh man,
I
Kick It in-
remember
Kick It in the Sticks or whatever.
Kick It in the Sticks. I love that song. Actually,
I'll tell you what, that Kicking It in the Sticks, if you want to know what my buddies are like and what people I run around with are like, if you're standing there, that's just what you'd be looking at.
Yeah. By the way, did you know that Jason Aldean actually took a couple of Brantley songs?
Huh.
These are, yep.
If you ever heard the song, what's the name of the song? What's the name of that song that Jason Aldean? I'm gonna have to look it up.
Did you ever hear that song, Redneck Chose Me or whatever?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, that fucking don't narrow me right down. That puts me right in a bucket.
But yeah, those.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, that playlist, man. It just completely rocks. I mean, all the music in there is kick ass. It's all
Right,
America First shit.
Yeah, you like good music. I knew that.
Who's that? Bradley Gilbert? You said
Brantley Gilbert.
Brentley, Brently, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
yeah.
Let me rewrite that.
Brentley Gilbert. Brentley.
Yeah,
it's a weird.
As
name.
one name, not Brent Lee, but Brent Lee as one name.
Yeah, he's a good person. He's a good songwriter. I love his music.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the song that I was thinking about that Brentley wrote before he recorded the song, and then Jason Aldean recorded his version of it. It's My Kind of Party.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And Dirt Road Anthem. I love Dirt Road Anthem. If you guys didn't know, Colt Ford and Brentley did the original, and then Jason did the thing for it.
Kid Rock's new song is really fucking.
Yes.
No, hey, Smoothie King Fetish says, "What are your favorite minerals?"
You know, my sister gives me the handfuls of that crap. Some of them are minerals, but I don't know which ones they are. I know the only one I know about is the one I just told you. I can't even remember the name of it now.
Yeah, I would have to ask what in more specific words of minerals, because it could be a lot of things. But go ahead.
But yeah, the magnesium. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's just the latest. But there's a couple. There's like 3 other ones that they give that they make me take, and she tells me she gotta have it. You have to have this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's a whole handful of them.
Hey,
but
I just
80 to 90 essential vitamins and minerals is what you're recommended daily, depending on a lot of things. So.
I gotta admit, it's got me thinking clearer.
Oh, really? Nice.
Right. I mean, I'm actually thinking clearer, and of course,
what got you thinking clearer?
Whatever she's given me.
This regiment of vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, I'll have to get the names from her because she fills them. I mean, I'm pampered, you guys. My sisters take care of me. I don't have to do
That's
Hey,
shit, you guys. They'll stop.
I know about that.
One night, my sister called me. And she said, what are you guys having for supper? I don't know what the fuck we were having, something. It was out. And I said, well, have you cooked it yet? I said, no, I haven't even started. She said, well, don't. And she brought over like a 3-pound meatloaf with baked potatoes and green beans, the whole 9 yards. She just dropped it at the house and went on her way home. They do it all the time.
That's what my little
God
brings me, dude. She brings me like so much food. She cooks some stuff, and that's how I get pampered. Just all this extra food.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to be drawing a little bit while I'm talking to you guys.
So she actually does 2 weeks at a time.
I'll spray
every 2 weeks. She fills these 2 containers up for me.
I'll spray you, Hudson. You die.
Actually, there's two of them. Both of them do it.
Oh wow,
I love
that's
drawing.
awesome, dude.
I
Be
love
like
drawing.
pie.
baby.
I'd be like, bring me more pie.
Right. I'm a spoiled brat when it comes to those two girls. My sisters take care of me.
Are you the only child? Are you
No,
the only son?
I had three sisters. I'm the youngest. I had three older sisters. One was like,
Are you the only son?
yeah, yep. The only boy.
Wow.
I was my mama's only, but my dad's youngest.
So you got stepbrothers or sisters?
Yeah.
Well, when all that Mallory nonsense went
Hey,
down,
Colonel.
my daughter kind of went off the deep end there for a few years, So that's how Jackson come to living with me.
Right.
That's a whole different story. That's not for here.
How's
But
Jackson
whatever.
anyway?
He's doing really good. We just had it, that tooth he broke that they were worried about
Yeah.
dying. Yeah, it died.
Oh wow.
So we just had that put out, and I had a post put in. What do we call that? Where they drilled a pole in. It's what do they call them? They bolt them the tooth right into your skull.
Replacement mount. Yeah.
Yeah. I just got that, so it's fixed for good now.
Oh wow.
But
good.
when that all started, it was just me and him, just
Right.
fucking construction worker, concrete worker, grandpa, with a fucking 2-year-old little boy that was still running around in diapers.
Right.
So my sisters just glommed onto us at that time because they were worried about us,
Right. Right.
So they just never let go. So
right.
benefit
Colonel
from it.
Shaw in the house. Salute.
Salute, Colonel.
Hey, Colonel.
Hey, Colonel. All right.
Schmoozday. What is that?
Kingsday. It's Netherlands. Like President's Day for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they have a king instead of a president. Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. This look what I'm drawing right now. I think you can't see it. I'm just drawing some lines and stuff.
But
What
yeah,
you doing there? No, go ahead.
say
I
what?
don't know. I think the truck sale might be a good idea. I'd have to go along with the truck sale.
I'm thinking you're right. That means I got to clean it out too.
Well, yeah, but you look at your benefits too. It'd be nice to have that backhoe going again.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, get the backhoe going and everything else.
It'll also be some extra money in your pocket.
Well, it'll do a lot of things. I got a carburetor that needs to be put on the wood chipper. Yeah.
Listen.
I got to get rid of a couple things. Go ahead.
It'll get my Cadillac fixed, and I can sell it too.
Right? Because I'll bet that'll go. If you had it to where they could come over, start it, and run it, and
drive it. Right.
It'd go quick.
The Cadillac, yeah. And but the primary thing that's going to get me is all the rest of the solar equipment I need.
Yeah.
I got a couple items I need to sell. Not too bad, but a gas dryer for your clothes, and I've got a gas stove.
Hey, does people still have gas dryers?
I'll tell you what, if I lived closer to you, I'd be interested in that gas dryer.
Dude, I gotta get rid of this shit.
Why?
It's like brand new.
LP. It can run off. I just changed the orifices to LP. Put it over at deer camp. I could run it off a big generator, and you could at least dry your wet clothes. I mean, you'd have to have the separate generator out there, the big one. Start it up, and then you could plug it. You'd have a place there to quick dry your clothes in 15, 20 minutes.
Right, but I was asking about what I meant. I was asking actually, why was he getting rid of them? You know what I'm saying?
Really, because those are kind of handy to have, that stuff.
Right.
Like a stove. I found an old stove, you guys, that the lady only used the front right burners. She owned this little place where you had breakfast at log cabins is what it's called. You rented log cabins. And this is a 1970 stove that's gas. The only reason it's got a plug-in on it is for the light inside the when you open up the door to look in the oven. That's the light. That's the only electrical thing in that thing. Otherwise, it's totally gas operated LP.
Right.
And we just picked that up. So now this year when we go, we'll have a full on house stove operational there. I'd be interested in that. If I was closer to you, I'd be interested in that dryer.
Yeah.
That old stuff like that's hard to find because this new shit all has to be, it's all electronic running and it's just junk.
Yeah.
You know, that old thing like that, that's when all the power goes out and you don't have nothing else. All you got to do is fire a generator up, plug it in and light it up and go.
You know who makes my the dryer that we have? It's called an Admiral. It's the Admiral.
Yeah.
No,
Admiral.
Not bad.
Nice stuff. Admirals are nice.
And I hate to say it because they have maybe the listening technology where they listen to you, but we have the GE washers, and we have a GE dryer that some fireman or somebody we got for pretty cheap. So didn't have that when we moved here. Everything's electric here. We don't have gas now, so that's why we're getting rid of the gas stove and the gas dryer.
Right.
Just here in my fucking workshop, taking up more space.
Yeah. Damn. He's in Tennessee.
Right.
Where north, south, north or south Tennessee? North Tennessee or
Middle Tennessee. Middle as you can be.
Oh, MT. Or are you're in
Middle Tennessee State University.
MT
Murfreesboro.
or
You know what you could do, Jason? Jason, you could hook that gas dryer up to, LP.
It's just a little bolt. They look like little nuts. And you unscrew the ones out of yours, and these other little nuts have littler holes drilled in them for LP.
So you can hook it up to a propane tank.
Right, and it's LP or natural gas, and it's called an orifice. And it's literally as easy as screwing a bolt in and out.
Yeah.
So you just dry your clothes off of a propane
tank. LP, off an LP tank. Yep.
By the way, have you ever heard of the show Bar Rescue, Jason?
What's that?
Bar Rescue. They did 2 bars in Murfreesboro. They did a golf bar. They used to be a golf bar. They also did like a country bar called Empty Bottle. It used to be called Empty Bottle.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that. Of course, I lived in Nashville most of my life, so I just didn't even travel out to Murfreesboro much. It's kind of like a new land for me.
Sorry if I'm late. By the way, it's
a little bit.
This is what I do sometimes when I get bored, and sometimes I start doing doodles. I start doing drawing.
I used to. You're like my stepdad. He'll sit around and do some really weird doodles. They're cool as like trippy as fuck, dude. He's got color to him. Like I don't know what all you.
I do pen and ink. I do pen and ink drawings. I do.
I used to do a lot of just paper. Paper. I used to do a lot of just pencil. Like I can do either pastel, oil pastel. I like pencils. Anything with grain, a lot of grain, shadows, texture. Pens are good. I did a lot of military, like soldiers in a boat or soldiers doing this or that with the ink pen back in high school. So cool. I can do, ink is okay for shading, but I really love pencil or something where I can really define my shading. I don't know. I love art. I've got some stuff that you could turn in all different directions and trip when you look at it. And it takes an hour for me to draw just like about 4 quarters, like 4 by 4 inches of a photo, like a tiniest little bit. Because that's what it takes to work on the watch that I work on. You have to have very small, precise skill, like shading in a very small spot where you see little tiny things going on. It's just really different. Because when I do art, when I started art back in, we're kids, we do art, right? But when I really started to draw, was once I got out of fucking, I was locked up for like on probation for some dumb shit, and I read some books and I started drawing, just doing normal shit.
Look at
I
that.
kid you not, I drew a picture of my hand like this, like I mean, I drew a picture of a hand, and it wasn't even like just a normal hand. It had all these weird things. I'll show you guys a picture sometime. But I need to get back into that because my friend told me I could make a fortune doing it.
Hey,
Oh,
see,
Yeah,
wow.
look at
I have a
that.
buddy that fixes one of them. They're not all grandfather clocks, but they have the thing underneath that goes back and forth.
I like that,
Pendulum.
Jake, by the way.
Pendulum. He fixes. That's what he fixes. Is old clocks like that.
Hell
And it's
yeah.
amazing.
People
It's
want me
how
to come over and fix their grandfather clocks, and I'm like, well, I'm not certified to do that. It doesn't mean I can't do it, but
Right.
you're taking a risk because I don't work on those, obviously.
right.
Wristwatches are way different than a stand-up clock, but very similar and actually probably a lot easier to work on.
Yeah, I would think it'd be much easier to work on.
As long as it's accessing, getting into it, it's without hurting it.
Yeah,
That's the
this
hardest
is
part.
actually a lot of people don't realize that drawing is something that I do a lot to keep my mind without if I'm like in conversation and stuff and I start
I think that's perfect.
wandering
Not like it's
because of
it's
my
not going to end all the
autism.
problems in the world,
Anything
but
that
it
gets your
definitely
head going.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a great thing to do
By
instead
the
of
way, I
sitting there
drew a
watching
giant
Netflix.
X. I drew a giant X.
Yeah. But I tell you, I'm gonna have to call it, guys. I'm like falling out here.
You
I
find
gotta.
the bowl about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we can do Firebolt now, and then in 5 minutes,
I'm gonna pack.
I'll
Reload,
bring her down at the
everyone.
top of the hour.
Russia
Right,
only accepts
right, Colonel.
gold
It's
payment,
gold.
Colonel says.
Did you guys hear that the LME, the London Metals Exchange, after July, I don't know what date, but in July, after July, they're not going to sell metal futures.
Metal what?
Really?
That's paper. That's paper metal. That's the paper metal where they say there's metal there, but there's nothing there. You don't have to. It's a splash on a computer. It's how they hold the price down.
Right, right. They're no longer going to allow for paper for ATFs.
Yeah. What is it? I just said the word. What was that?
Futures.
Metals. They whatever this is, you can't do it anymore. Futures. Metals futures. They're not going to sell them anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you're going to have physical. You're going to have to actually have physical.
Physical
Yeah.
paper. Physical gold.
Right. You have to actually have the product. Right now there's some of these places they're shorted like 1,000 to 1. They'll have for every ounce of silver they have it sold out in the market on paper on the computer 1,000 times over.
Wow.
Right. Right.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, it's fucking scammed. That's our wealth, you guys.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention loan at interest through the private Federal Reserve.
It's all going back, my friend.
I don't want to deal with the fucking Federal Reserve anymore. I'm done with those people. I've given them enough in my lifetime. I'm done paying those fuckers.
You know that if the Civil War had not been won by the North, then the capital of Tennessee would have been Murfreesboro instead of Nashville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Murfreesboro was going to be the capital of Tennessee. And then, Civil War happened. Nashville became the capital. There's a lot of interesting history here in Tennessee, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that when I was locked up reading a local newspaper from Rutherford County because I got a ticket out here for a gram of pot by some sheriff lady who thought I was drinking and driving. I was going too slow. She sped up on my ass and I was like, oh my God, I thought she was drunk. This sheriff lady came up on me so quick, I turned into somebody's driveway. I was just like, fuck it. I pull in somebody's driveway. She pulls in right behind me with lights on. You're going too slow. Like, bitch, I had a head cold. This is like 10 years
I'm not
ago.
in a hurry.
I'm sick. You know, it's 2 in the morning and I'm trying to get to my sugar mama's house. Bitch, leave me alone. I'm Rick James.
Yeah.
Fire in the motherfucking bowl.
Well, thanks for having me tonight, Emerald.
But it's
Baby
a
fist.
pleasure having you. I keep looking for you, and I keep wondering how you
Oh
doing.
yeah.
Well, I got on that
miss you.
magnesium, and it just, I probably haven't, I'll bet it's been over 2 weeks that I haven't stayed awake later than Aaron DeTires has been on.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I just lay there listening to him, and then there'll be a little lull in the conversation from typing. The next thing I know, it's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting up for the day.
I was thinking,
And
I
you
have
feel
like,
really, it's that magnesium, you guys, and you feel
Yeah.
real clear headed. You're not all clogged up like, like when you take Ambien or you take one of them
Right.
sleeping aids.
I was taking the magnesium, the fizzy magnesium from InfoWars every morning, and no problem there. It actually helped my day out, but I'm kind of like, I should be taking that at night.
That's what she said. You take it an hour before you plan on going to sleep. But she said it's not really that big a deal. She said because you don't get tired off it, so you'll like finish up whatever you're doing. It's like it's really weird because it's like you can. It's just all it does is when it lay down, it makes you fall asleep really easy,
Right.
sleep good, and wake up really clear. But I never have that sleep aid.
Are you taking a pill form?
Yeah, it's 2 white pills. I'll find out what it is.
Tell me.
Big horse pill looking things too.
Yeah, they are. Shit, they're huge, but she said take them, so I take them.
Yeah.
That or feed them to the cat.
Feed them to the cat.
Right.
Oh shit.
I'm just trying to find something that's, worthy. It's not just cut with fillers or, you know what I mean?
Right.
Something decent.
I'll find out what the name of this stuff is. I know it's magnesium. I don't know the brand.
The Applejack stuff is good, but it's at lowest price a lot of times, $29.99 a thing, and it lasts a month. And that's probably a decent price, but
still $29 a month.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Fizzy magnesium is expensive, bro.
Right.
And it tastes good, but sometimes you don't need all that taste just to have your magnesium. I just want the pill. I just want the fucking magnesium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Colonel. Too much debt. Well, guys, you're awesome, and I.
The West is bankrupt. The West of what though?
Yep. I'll let you go. Good night, you guys.
I hate to be that guy to interrupt, man. You go ahead and tell us all good night, Wizard.
Dream well, Patriots. You all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and God bless you. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do this again.
Prayers for each and every one of us, myself too, Wiz.
Each and every day, my friend.
God bless you all.
Have a great